Welcome to Neosho Basketball, live on KNEO.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show for the Neosho Wildcats. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.
Good afternoon, Wildcat fans. John, Matt, and Chris with you, and a couple of things to begin with. This is an afternoon, so if you're watching us this afternoon, it is 3:30. This is not a replay. This is going to be a rescheduled ball game, and the other thing is Jim Jackson's not here, but our buddy sidekick Chris is with us. Chris, thank you so much for being with us again today.
Yeah, it's great to get out from the snow and get out and about, and if you're pinned up the last few days, just come on down to the gym and watch some good basketball on a cold day.
You bet. What better place to be than right here at the Neosho Wildcat Fieldhouse, as we lovingly refer to it. The girls are going to be starting here at just about 4 o'clock, and Matt got all the snow shoveled out of the way, so he's able to be here as well, and it's 38 degrees outside? Boy, it's almost springtime, isn't it?
Well, it almost feels like it compared to the weekend, that's for sure.
Yeah, it really does. Well, welcome, as we said, to the Wildcat Fieldhouse. The Neosho Lady Wildcats will be taking on the Glendale Falcons. The Falcons come in with a record of 9-6, and they've won, Chris, 5 of their last 7 ball games, but they are 2-2 in COC play.
Yeah, if you look at what they've done since the start of turning the calendar to 2026, they've been playing good basketball. The only loss at Marshfield, which was back on the 12th of January. So they are a formidable team, and they don't have a single senior on the roster we were talking about, so they are building for the future as well. But a solid opponent coming in here this afternoon.
Well, how'd you like to be in a position that Coach Matt Powell is in? He had a ball club last year that was 12-15, but he returns 4 starters.
Yeah, that makes the summer a little bit different with the goals and the mindsets that you have, because they know the system, they know the expectations, and they can build upon that. And starting 5 juniors, he's now starting to see the fruition of the work that they've done, and still has another year with a veteran group coming back. So he's in a good place right now at Glendale.
Yeah, he really is, and obviously they're on the way to bettering their scores and schedules from last year. But one of the things he says is that, hey, we need to be ready to play every night, but come the end of the season, that's when we really want to be successful and during district play. And having been a coach, there's 2 seasons. There is your regular season and there's district playoff, right?
Right, absolutely. And some teams set goals for where they want to be in conference play as well, but that's all building to the end of the year and to the district seedings and district opponents that you play, and you want to be peaking in February. You think about how long the season is. These players start in November, and they play all the way through February and get into the playoffs. That is a very long season with ups and downs, but you want to now start building, and you want to start improving every week so that you're playing your best basketball in late February.
Well, I tell you what, Glendale, boys and girls both, they're not only in the COC and formidable opponents to us, but they're also in the same district that we're in too. So these 2 ball games tonight, and I say these 2 ball games because let us tell you right now, we will take a little bit of a break, and then the boys' ball game will start. And we're doing this again tonight. We're starting at 4 o'clock today and have this ball game out of the way, and then we will start the boys' game so Glendale can get back home. And this is kind of what we talked about anyway on Monday and Tuesday with school being out and the weather the way it is. This really gets us back on schedule.
Yeah, and coaches want to avoid 3 games in 1 week because it's hard to prepare for your opponent, and fatigue steps in if you're facing someone that's only on their 2nd game. So being a district opponent, not having school today is not ideal, but these coaches want to get this game in, and because this goes into seedings for district play, and you don't want to have to try to squeeze it in later in the season.
That's exactly right. This is the pregame show. It's brought to you by ProLube, the Tire and Auto Center. We're going to take a quick time out, and we'll be back. We will have the starting lineups, and we'll have much, much more. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO, Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Hi, I'm Barry Reel with First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho, and I want to give you some encouragement today. None of us are perfect, but sometimes we feel like we have messed our lives up so badly that even God can't fix us or help us. I want to assure you that's not the case. In Romans 8:28, we read that God causes all things to work together for good to those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. That means that God can even use your mistakes to do good in your life. I want to encourage you to trust God and let Him give you peace about your past, a purpose in your present, and hope for your future. With KNEO Radio, this is Barry Reel.
The Neosho R5 School District is committed to shaping the future, one student at a time. From academics to athletics, we empower our students to reach their full potential, installing values of hard work, teamwork, and integrity. We would like to thank you for tuning into the broadcast today and cheering on our Wildcats. Our dedicated teachers, staff, and coaches work hand in hand to provide a well-rounded education that prepares students for success. Together, we're building a brighter tomorrow for our community. The Neosho R5 School District, where excellence thrives.
What does a culture of excellence look like? It looks like her, him, and them. It's where future educators, innovators, lifesavers, and global leaders call their home. It's a place where immersive learning environments can help empower students to command a future in their field. Come experience excellence at Missouri.
Today's sporting event is being made available for your family by Chris Wright of Dig Right Equipment Rental, located just off Highway 49 at the Carterville exit by Casey's. Open Monday through Friday and Saturdays till noon with rentals of outdoor construction equipment and even attachments for your machines. Chris Wright of Dig Right Equipment Rentals is a proud supporter of today's game. 417-317-4995.
Compton CPA Group PC, located at 112 Northwood in Neosho, is a full-service accounting firm and is proud to support the Neosho Wildcats. Compton CPA Group PC can assist you at every stage of your financial life and help you work toward your financial goals. From tax preparation to bookkeeping services, Compton CPA Group PC has you covered. For all your tax and business affairs, call 417-451-2932 or learn more at ComptonCPAGroup.com.
Hi, I'm Pastor Jeremy Bridges with the Canopy Church, and I want to take 30 seconds today to encourage you to pray. Because our prayers have the power to move heaven. James 5 says the prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. When we pray, God listens. When we pray, situations can change. When we pray, miracles can happen. And heaven moves on our behalf, simply because we pray. Take some time today and pray. For KNEO Radio, I'm Jeremy Bridges.
And welcome back to Neosho, Missouri, to the Wildcat Fieldhouse. John, Jim, and Chris with you. We're getting ready for a 4 o'clock start with the Lady Wildcats as they take on the Glendale Falcons. But, Chris, before we do anything else, we need to congratulate one of our own, don't we?
Well, Caden Asbury signed here the last couple days with Fort Scott Community College, so he'll be continuing his basketball career at the collegiate level. So congratulations to Caden. You know, I laid eyes on him when he was in third grade. It was the first time I saw him, and I knew at that time he was going to be a good player, and he played hard in third grade. And but nobody can attest to his work ethic because he spent a lot of time in the gym working on skills and continuing to improve his game. He's having a great senior season, so congratulations to Caden.
Yeah, he is. He's having an exciting senior season, and just to that point specifically, when we got here a little bit early, and they had what they called the basketball guns underneath each one of the baskets, and the boys were out here, and they were trying to get in their 200 shots that Mason Spiva told us about earlier, and it was pretty exciting to see that.
Yeah, they can get a lot of shots up in a short amount of time, and several years ago, I took my son up to Columbia, Missouri to camp, and one of the former Missouri Tiger guards was there, and he happened to coach him some during that, and he said, hey, you're a shooter. You need to shoot 5,000 shots a day if you want to play D1 basketball.
Goodness.
And I don't know if he was being facetious or not, but just to let you know that the gun provides the opportunity to get a lot of shots up in a short amount of time and build that strength up. And these kids shoot all the time, and that's what helps them be very successful at the high school level.
Well, I've got a little bit different philosophy. Now, I like to go out and play golf.
Okay.
And I figure I've only got so many good shots. Why would I want to waste them on the driving range?
Well, that's a good point, yeah, because I'd probably get exhausted by the time the driving range would be done. You know, give me a bucket of balls, I'm done. So I think you're right. In golf, we save the shots for the course. And unfortunately for me, that ends up to me way too many shots anyway.
I'm the same way. Hey, the big girl for Glendale underneath the basket is going to be junior Ellie Givens. She's 6'2", and she'll be battling not only for the putbacks, but obviously the boards as well. The vocal gal out on the field is going to be junior Eva Sperlin. There are two other juniors that we talked about, Caitlin Berry and Kinsey Minor. They'll be playing as well. Hey, the Cats won their second ball game. Ladies Cats did the other night at Parkview. Actually, it was in Springfield. They were playing at the Gary Keeling tournament, and they beat, in fact, Parkview, and they beat them by a score of 46-42, I believe. So this is the pregame show. We're excited about our Lady Cats. First time we've seen them play in just a little while, and we'll be right back. You're watching the Neosho Lady Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. We'll be right back.
This moment didn't start here. It started with showing up. For the dreamers, the doers, and those just beginning, for life's biggest milestones, and the quiet ones that shape us. Real community shows up when no one's watching, because that's when it matters most. In the big moments, the small ones, and everything in between. First Community Bank is here for you.
My name is Pastor James for the Neosho Church of the Nazarene. Just have a privilege here to share with you a word of encouragement today. You know, in the world in which we live, people are always making plans. We're trying to navigate through life, and sometimes life can be kind of complicated and rather layered as we're trying to figure out direction and trajectory and all of these things. But the Bible tells us to commit all of our plans to the Lord, to trust in the Lord with all our heart, to lean not on our own understanding, to acknowledge Him in all our ways, and He will make our path straight. I'm a firm believer that the Lord has incredible plans for our lives, and so many times we deviate from those because we get to chasing after all of these other things that are out there in the world. The Bible tells us that before we were even born, that the Lord had things that He wanted our lives to accomplish. And so I would just encourage all of you today, and I don't think it's by accident that you've stumbled across this video, and I would just encourage you to seek the Lord, to lean in and to find out what He has for your life, because I promise you that will be the best life that you could live. May the Lord bless you. Hope you have a wonderful day.
Looking for extra space near Neosho? At 86 Mini Storage, we offer secure open parking for RVs, campers, and vehicles. Plus, we have a selection of storage units that can hold whatever you need. Conveniently located in Western Neosho with 24-hour access for our customers, and right now, your first month is free. To find out what spaces are currently available or request a unit, visit 86ministorage.com or call 417-621-1601.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. Located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. For more information, 417-221-6795 or online at proluberepair.com.
Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho serves the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer business banking services including checking and savings accounts, business loans, and electronic banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, a proud sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, equal housing lender, member FDIC, where their slogan is Southwest Missouri Bank.
Missourians know we've got their back. For 75 years, they've turned to Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance for dependable, personalized life insurance coverage. That's 75 years protecting families and the lives they've built. For small-town values and big-time protection, call Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
At Calvary Neosho, we aren't your grandmother's church because she lives in Akron, Ohio, and that would be a terribly long commute for church. But if she did live in Neosho, we at Calvary would be delighted to have her come visit us. And since you live here, we would definitely like you to come visit us. Then, when your Nana comes to visit for Christmas, you can bring her to church and introduce us to her. We're sure she is a delightful lady. You can find us at Facebook.com/Calvary of Neosho or join us in person at 3650 Oak Ridge Extension. We gather for worship Sundays at 10:30 a.m. Calvary Neosho. Not your grandma's church, but we'd sure like to meet her.
Welcome back to the Lady Wildcats ball game. John, Matt, and Chris with you. Matt, Chris, some of the things that we know, the Cats in that ball game against Parkview shot 32% from the field, but they were 25% from three-ball country.
Yeah, and if you can have some balance there and make some shots from perimeter, it spreads the floor and opens up things for the bigs inside. And just getting a wind and getting back on the wind side gives a group confidence. And tonight, playing a tough opponent coming up in your district, you want to build on that confidence and somehow find a way to stick around and stay competitive throughout the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will tell you, the other thing that kind of impressed me about that ball game, the Cats had a very impressive 53 boards.
Yeah, I saw that stat. I was looking through it. I was like, 53 rebounds. Wow. Rebounding is one of those things that doesn't get your name in the paper very often. But you got to be tough and you got to have good position. You get 53 rebounds in any game, you're forcing your opponent to miss a lot of shots, and you're securing the ball after those shots, which is a good key to victory anytime you're playing.
Well, yeah, it is, and I'll tell you, we will see tonight with the girls. We'll start with the girls, and we'll see it with the boys. But, boy, one of the things we're going to have to be able to do is block out.
Yeah, you're facing an athletic group. They're not overly big, but sometimes, when you're 5'8", 5'9", and you're agile, you can work around. You've got to put your body on someone, keep them out of the lane, be the first to get two hands on the ball and secure the rebound.
That's probably the thing that we've seen Zach Forsythe do. Among his other attributes is he knows how to use his body and he knows how to block out. And with the guy that he's got to guard tonight, he's going to have to block him out or he'll come right over his shoulders.
The Glendale boys are very athletic and they've got some size to go along with it. So I was looking at some of the matchups that we'll be facing. We'll be giving up some inches against Glendale, and rebounding definitely will be a key, keeping them off the offensive glass.
Yeah, we really will. This is the pregame show. It's brought to you by ProLube, your tire and auto center. And we will be taking another timeout. We'll be back with keys to the Cats and the starting lineups and much, much more. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO Neosho Wildcats Sports Network.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Wildcats!
Hi, this is Pastor Mike from Calvary of Neosho, and I want to take a few moments to give you hope today. Are you feeling overwhelmed with the daily struggles of affording rent, paying for groceries, buying gas?
I want you to know that there is a God who is big enough to handle all these problems and bring you relief. He wants you to live free from worry and stress. James 4:2 says, "You have not because you ask not." Have you asked God to help you today? For KNEO Radio, I'm Mike Leake.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. State Farm agent Eric Norris and his team are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call and saves you time and money. So go for the win and score big savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Eric Norris at 417-451-6666 for more information. And go Wildcats!
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Joe Ringstaff, your Neosho Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Joe Ringstaff is a proud sponsor of the Neosho Wildcats on KNEO. For all your investment needs, call 417-451-7789 or stop by the office at 2502 Lusk Drive, Suite D in Neosho. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
This is Pastor Barry Reel from the First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho. Though our culture seems to be rejecting the idea of truth, we remain committed to obeying God's Word by speaking the truth in love. We would love to share God's truth and love with you. We're located at 960 Burr Crossing Road in Neosho, and we meet on Sunday mornings at 10:45 a.m. and then again on Sunday and Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Find us on Facebook at First Free Will Baptist Neosho or call 918-413-5465.
Family Market, located at 201 North Neosho Boulevard, is your friendly hometown grocery store with delicious deli and the best selection of fresh meats and beautiful produce. Family Market can also take care of all your catering needs, whether your upcoming event.
Missourians.
Hi, I'm Barry Reel with First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho, and I want to give you some encouragement today. None of us are perfect, but sometimes we feel like we have messed our lives up so badly that even God can't fix us or help us. I want to assure you that's not the case. In Romans 8:28, we read that God causes all things to work together for good to those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. That means that God can even use your mistakes to do good in your life. I want to encourage you to trust God and let Him give you peace about your past, a purpose in your present, and hope for your future. With KNEO Radio, this is Barry Reel.
Welcome back to the Field House, and we're going to start this segment off with Keys for the Cats. Keys for the Cats is sponsored by State Farm Eric Norris and Neosho, located at 437 West Kohler Street, Neosho. Eric and his team offer a variety of insurance services for individuals and businesses. Learn more online at ericnorrisinsurance.com or by phone at 417-451-6666. Now the keys to the Cats, and Chris, there's only 3 of them. The first one starts with an F, and it's free throws. Last week we won against Parkview, but we only shot 61% from the free throw line. That tells me that we need to get the ball into the hands of the best free throw shooters and allow her to go to the line. That means we got to drive to the bucket. That means if we drive to the bucket, get fouled, and make the bucket, we get the 3-point the old-fashioned way. So that's important, getting to the free throw line and making the free throws. B, it stands for boards. We've got to get in position to block out underneath the boards, as we talked about earlier, and get the putbacks on the offensive side, but more importantly on the defensive side, get the takeaways and get down court and show the speed that we've got and be able to get this ball club going and take every opportunity to move forward. Then the other one is watch. You know, one of the bugaboos for this ball club has been the full court press, and to their effort, they've done a better job. They continue to do that, but first thing we've got to do is be calm. We've got to relax. We've got to not think that we have got to throw the ball, because when we throw the ball under pressure, almost kind of throwing up a hope, we lose it every time. If we can do that and we can get past the full court press, that means that they're going to be double teaming our bigs. And when they double team our bigs, that means someone's wide open, and hopefully it's someone out there in 3-ball range.
Yeah, so beating pressure involves what you just said is do not panic. You got to reverse the ball, You got to get the ball at the middle, have someone stretching it down the sidelines. And then once you break pressure, you got to make good decisions, whether it be attack the rim, try to get to the free throw line, or set it up and run your offense. But I've known this for many, many years, and I've told many people that a team will not stop pressing you unless you can beat the press and make it hurt for them to stop. So you've got to be able to break that pressure to avoid those turnovers and get more possessions against Glendale tonight.
Well, I tell you what, one of the places this ball club got hurt was in the very first ball game when we went over to Seneca. And we had Seneca by 12, maybe 15 points. They came back and pressed every play the second half, and they got us so fuddled up that they came back and beat us. And I believe every person out there, every team that we played, saw that ball game on film, and they realize that that's something they can do to us. But we, as I said, we're doing a better job. We just got to continue to move in the right direction and have enough confidence that we're going to get the ball down and score.
Yeah, and breaking the pressure you do just through experience. You gain just the skill that you need to do a better job of breaking the press. If it's a zone press, you got to do it with passing. If it's man-to-man pressure, you just got to be physical with the basketball and take care of it, get it to your point guard, and let her bring it up, and just get shots every time down and try to cut down your turnovers as much as possible.
Yeah, that's exactly right, and that's what we're going to do tonight. We'll see the Cats doing exactly that in 5 minutes and 12 seconds. We're going to take another timeout. This is the pregame show. It's brought to you by ProLube, the Tire and Auto Maintenance Center. We'll be back with the starting lineups, and we'll get this ball game underway. You're watching the Lady Wildcats on the KNEO Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
Have you ever felt burdened, broken, or worthless? The other day I was digging through my wallet and came across an old wrinkled $20 bill. If I offered you that bill, would you take it? No matter what I do to it, that $20 bill has value because of what it is, not how it looks or where it's been. You may feel worthless, but you're not. You still have value to Jesus. To learn more, call 888-NEED-HIM or chat with us live at needhim.org.
Hi, I'm Sam O'Neill with Portable Propane of Neosho. From setting tanks to refilling them, we offer a full spectrum of service to meet your every need. We serve Neosho and surrounding areas, and we are committed to giving you better service at better prices. Give us a call today, 417-437-8927. Thank you.
Want to know what your home is worth? Stop by to get a free competitive market analysis with Show Me Real Estate of Neosho. They're proud to serve the Neosho area and will stay with you every step of the way, whether you're buying or selling. A family-owned business for over 25 years, Show Me Real Estate of Neosho. 417-451-1700 or by email at gkitchen.showmerealestate@gmail.com. Home of the Happy Campers.
Today's Wildcat game is brought to you by Edgewood Bowling Center of Neosho, Missouri. Located at 2811 Gardner Edgewood Drive, they now have new synthetic lanes for adult and children bowling leagues and a smoke-free environment. They also have a certified pro shop and hosting for private parties. They offer Cosmic Glow Bowling on Fridays and Saturdays after 8 p.m. To learn more about Edgewood Bowling Center and their leagues for adults and children, the phone number is 417-451-4505.
Chapman Sawmill and Hardwood Lumber is located at 17402 Kentucky Road in Neosho. They specialize in custom woodworking, wide plank flooring, and custom sawing. They make headboards, dining tables, coffee tables, and even stairs for a staircase. For more information and see some of their work and get pricing, call 417-438-5507.
Healthcare doesn't have to be complicated. At the Free Market Physician in Neosho, you pay just one affordable monthly fee, and that covers all the checkups and routine care you need. No insurance hassles, no surprise bills, just unlimited access to your doctor when you need them. Whether it's a quick visit, telemedicine, or ongoing care, you're covered. Find out how simple healthcare can be. Call 417-312-9499 or visit freemarketphysicians.com. That's 417-312-9499.
And welcome back. There's 3 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first period of play. The Cats are down by a score of 4-10, but most of those, Chris, unfortunately, are unforced errors.
Yeah, several turnovers here in the first quarter, and that does two things. It allows Glendale to get some fast-paced, fast break points and attack the rim, but you miss out on an opportunity of scoring yourself. Neosho's only had 3 or 4 shots at the basket so far, shooting a good clip, but not getting enough shots due to the turnovers.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And the ball is out of bounds and looks like it's going to be Neosho's ball. They're trying to get the ball inside as I believe Hannah White's going to have to try to figure something out on Ms. Givens because she's not going to give her anything at all. And I'm going to bet that Hannah probably has the wingspan. There's a shot by Jasmine Washington from the free throw line, and that's good for 2.
Emma Ward's also checked in for Neosho, a junior, wearing number 24.
Now Burkhart is out. She'll sit down for just a minute. Miner up at the top of the key for Glendale, and she's going to drive down to the side. Jolie Bond has her guarded, and Ward comes up with a rebound. Cats got the ball down in good fashion that time. Bond is up at the top of the key, and again we threw the ball behind. And number 4 picks it up, and that is buried. That is her 4th point. Cats are down by a score of 6-12. I'll make a comment about that. Throwing the ball behind, that play will work. It's just a matter of us continuing to do it and focusing on what we've got going on, Chris.
Yeah, the key to attacking this zone is putting someone right at the free throw line and getting the ball in the middle and then reversing it and driving towards the hoop. But they're really putting a lot of pressure on the wings outside, and another turnover and a personal foul on Neosho.
Yeah, that's going to be on Emma Ward, I believe.
And that'll be her first, team's second.
Minute 53 left in the first period of play. Cats down by a score of 6-12. And here comes Glendale. Miner comes across the top of the key. She's standing out there dribbling around. Gets the ball back in. The freshman, number 33, is back in the ball game. There was a play that Emma Ward comes up with, or White comes up with the rebound that time.
That's 4 rebounds here in the first quarter for Hannah White.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what she did that time. She didn't actually get the block, but she made it a big defensive play in causing the player to have to turn around and go the other direction. So here's Aspen Drake back in the ball game, and Crandall's going to sit down.
Jump ball,
it's a jump ball, and it'll go to them.
They'll go to Glendale. So what Neosho is trying to do is try to create some space and get the ball inside with lob passes from the wing or high-low. So whoever's down low, whether it's White or Jazz, need to be super physical to create that space, and it can be effective. They just need to execute it a little bit better.
Yeah, it really does. You got the ball into Givens. Givens gets around. A nice pass through the middle. And they go back up, and they'll start again. Haven't seen these girls shoot the three ball yet, have we?
Every shot's been in the lane so far. If you had a shot chart, every score would be at the rim.
Washington on Givens now. And White is on the freshman, which might work out a little bit better for us all the way around. Freshman on freshman.
There's a perimeter shot.
Miner up with it, does not get it, and there is a foul. And I believe that is going to take number 10 Givens to the line, and she'll shoot two. And that
foul charged against Neosho's number 24, Emma Ward. That's her
second personal on Emma Ward, team third. Interesting stat, John, here in the first quarter, that was their first rebound. They haven't had any defensive rebounds due to the turnovers in the first game.
That is interesting, isn't it? And the first one goes up and rolls around a little bit, does not go in. 22.4 seconds left, and here's the second one. It's up and good. 13-6 in favor of Glendale.
So now you want to play with 20 seconds left. Final shot, you want to try to take care of the ball and get a good quality look.
Yeah. And there's a shot from Ward, and it does not go. And Gibbons comes up with the rebound, and there Jazz Washington picks it up, but gets the rebound. But at the end of the first period of play, Neosho 6 and Glendale 13. We're going to take time out, and we'll be right back after this.
Healthcare doesn't have to be complicated. At the Free Market Physician in Neosho, you pay just one affordable monthly fee, and that covers all the checkups and routine care you need. No insurance hassles, no surprise bills, just unlimited access to your doctor when you need them. Whether it's a quick visit, telemedicine, or ongoing care, you're covered. Find out how simple healthcare can be. Call 417-312-9499 or visit freemarketphysicians.com. That's 417-312-9499.
Tally Tire at 18152 East Highway 86 is a proud supporter of local high school athletics. Tally Tire is your full-service car and truck headquarters. They carry name-brand tires such as Nexen, Mastercraft, and Uniroyal, ATC camper shells and bed covers, and do oil changes and tune-ups. Call Tally Tire today for all your automotive needs at 417-451-0457 or online at tallytire.com.
Welcome back, John, Chris, and Matt. It is the second period of play, and the Neosho Wildcats are down by a score of 13-6. The Glendale Falcons coming to town and showing the Cats a pretty rough way to go right now, aren't they?
Forcing some turnovers. Lady Cats are doing a good job on the boards. They're dominating that area. They got to take care of the basketball and get some shots on the offensive end to give themselves a chance.
Cats having trouble getting the ball in, but they get it into Jazz Washington. She gets it over to Jolie, and there is a ball. I'm not real sure even Jazz could have jumped up and caught that one.
Yeah, pretty high up. You just got to use some bounce passes and then, again, continue to look at the high post.
Now we've got some fans over on the other side. This side where we are has got very few, but there is a three ball, and it's good.
We haven't seen them pull up and do that, but that was a quality shot. Nice look by Miner.
It really was. She had a really good look at it. Get the ball over to Aspen Drake. Aspen Drake back to Jolie Bond, and that ball is taken away. And there's another three ball shot. It doesn't go, and Jolie Bond comes up with the rebound. I guess Miner thought if it worked the first time, she might as well give it another shot, right?
That's right. She brought it down almost from the same spot. There's a personal foul.
Yeah, and that's going to be on number 11.
In the game for the Falcons, number 33, Katie Smitherman.
That'd be Miner's first personal.
Yeah.
And that's her first foul in the ball game. But team foul number 1 here in the second quarter.
Drake is going to get the ball in, and that is Drake threw the ball over to Brooklyn Crandall, and it was taken away from her. And Glendale back into their regular habit of just passing the ball around, passing several times. Miner up at the top of the key. She backs everybody out, and she's motioning for the freshman to move, and she gets the screen and comes up with a shot, and it's no good, but that's going to be a foul on Hannah White, and Miner's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
That's Hannah's first personal, team foul number 1, and 2 shots for Glendale.
Personal foul charged against Neosho's number 44. Hannah White, that's her first, team first.
The first one, it's up and good. I'm kind of like one of my putts, rattled around a little bit before it went in the hole. She shoots her second one, and it's good. You know, you can almost tell a free throw shooter, Chris, before the ball actually gets there, whether it's going to go in or not, can't you?
Yeah, the arch and the rotation are signals, and those free throw shooters have a common routine and confidence sets up there. You can just tell they're good free throw shooters.
Absolutely.
Another turnover for the Lady Cats. Errant pass over the top.
Yeah, it looked like there was Duncan was going to try to shoot the 3 ball. Now she just goes to the bucket and comes back out. And looks like she was going to try again, but White's right there on the way. Cats are in a zone defense now, aren't they?
A little bit of matchup, maybe still in man. It's hard to tell with the 1-2-2 setup that Glendale is.
Yeah, it is.
And they're trying to switch, I believe, on some of the screens. So, but right now, I think the key is just to keep them out of the lane. And I know they've hit 1-3, but for the most part, they've scored in the lane.
Yeah, they have. And it looked like a 3 ball getting ready. Does not go. Going into the lane is Duncan, and she throws it back out there. It's a 3 ball, and that's good. Number 22, Crandall.
They took about 30 seconds off the clock, maybe 40, and settled for a wide open 3 and knocked it down.
21-6 in favor of Glendale at this point. We got the ball into Jazz, and she's going to go up, but there's going to be a foul called, and Jazz will go to the line and shoot 2.
That'll be on Caitlin Burry, her first, team second. And that's what's the key for Neosho to get some offensive flow going, is getting that ball to Jazz at the high post. And
there's
let her make some things happen.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
Yeah, we saw that the very first play of the ball game from high post, and she fed White down on the inside, and it worked out pretty well. And then Jazz has taken one from the free throw line, too. There's her second one, and that's good, too. So Washington has 4 in the ball game, and the Cats have got 8. Here comes Glendale. Falcons. Well, got away with a walk that time. There's several more Glendale people in the ball game right now. Right now, Givens has got the ball. Gets the ball back up to the top of the key. There's a little pull-up jumper that does not go, and Aspen comes up with the ball.
Lady Cats done a good job on the boards when they can avoid turnovers, and they're controlling the defensive glass, but there's another turnover.
Yeah. And the Cats have got it. I'm not sure whether that was a foul, and it's going to be Cats' ball. It was 2 of them walking, and I'm not sure which one you called that one on.
I think they called that on Dory Duncan, her first, team third.
And that is, 4 minutes and 29 seconds left in the half, 21-8 in favor of Glendale. Drake up at the top of the key. She gets it over to Washington, and that's just an air ball picked up by Duncan. And here comes number 22, and that is Randall. It's 5 points for her in the ball game.
Duncan, after she came down, landed on the floor and is limping, but coming off under her own power. It looks like she might have bumped knees or sprained an ankle.
In the game for the Falcons, number 4, Caitlin Burry.
Yeah, Burry's back in the ball game for Glendale.
Biggest lead of the night, 23-8, 15-point Lady Falcon lead.
We cannot seem to pass the ball at all, and there was another play that was an easy put-up, and it did not work. And there's a ball that is an air ball, and it's picked up by Burry. And there's a 3 ball by Givens.
And a timeout for Neosho.
Yeah, Neosho's going to take a timeout. Let's thank some of our sponsors. We want to thank, of course, Neosho School District, People's Bank of Seneca, Missouri Southern State University, Dig Right Equipment Rental, Compton CPA Group, First Community Bank, 86 Mini Storage, ProLube, your tire and auto center, Southwest Missouri Bank, Josh Dodson, he is your Farm Bureau agent, and Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We're going to take one more time out, and we'll be right back after this.
The law offices of Wood & Peterson is sponsoring this portion of Neosho Wildcat Athletics, located at 217 South Lafayette, Neosho, and 431 Virginia Avenue in Joplin. They serve Southwest Missouri with personal claim representation. For more information, the phone number is 417-451-4141 or online at neoshoattorney.com. The law offices of Wood & Peterson are proud supporters of the Neosho Wildcats.
And welcome back. We're getting ready to start coming out of a timeout, and there is 3 minutes and 43 seconds left in the half. The Neosho Wildcats down by a score of 26-8, and the Cats will bring the ball in. Brooklyn Crandall will trigger it in to Burkhart. Burkhart comes down across the key and get the ball over to Drake. Aspen Drake up to the top of the key. Burkhart over to one side, and they try to get the ball into Hannah White, and they do. Crandall is going to drive to the bucket and gets the ball back out to Drake, and we'll set it up again. There is a 2-ball. It does not go in, but nice rebound and put back by Aspen Drake, and the Cats are in double figures.
That was the best offensive possession of the night. Got 2 ball reversals. Didn't have a quality shot, but right there for the rebound and put back.
Yes, it was. And there's another rebound by Drake, and I believe there was a block there. I'm not sure who that block was, but Cats are coming down across. Burkhart at the top of the key. Gets the ball into Washington. Washington into Hannah White. Hannah White back out to Brooklyn Crandall. It does not go. And there was not a Wildcat there for the rebound. Number 22, Crandall came up with a rebound. And there's a 3-ball by number 11, and that's good. And that's Miners. That's her second 3-ball of the ball game.
They're starting to open it up from 3 a little bit more. They weren't settling it early on, but now they're getting good looks from the 3-point range.
Yeah. Well, White gets the rebound. She gets a rebound again gets blocked by Givens. And here comes Glendale. They get the ball over in the far corner to the freshman, and it's an air ball, and it's picked up by Minor back up to the top of the key and over in the corner, and there's a foul, and that foul is going to be on Burkhart.
That'll be her first personal.
Yeah.
Team foul number 2.
Yeah, you could tell Minor really wanted to go right up the middle of the lane that time. There was no 3-ball shooting in her that time.
Hazel Sawyer, junior, checks in for the Lady Falcons.
And they get the ball inside. It does not go in, but White picks up a rebound.
That's her 7th there in the first half.
Cats get the ball into Drake, and Drake tries to get it over to Jazz. It does not go, and Glendale comes up with it. Going to the hole and not going in is Minor. And there was a 3-ball by Givens. It's her second 3-ball of the night, 32-10, a minute 28 left in the second period of play. Brooklyn Crandall drives to the hole, gets back out to Aspen Drake, over back to Burkhart, back to Drake. Drake puts it up, and it's good.
Good pump fake by Drake on that one. He took it right to the rim.
Yeah.
Need to see more of that, getting the ball going downhill and getting some quality shots.
And she'll go to the line, and she'll get a chance to do what we talked about, finish with the old-fashioned 3. Jolie Bond comes into the ball game for the Cats, and Jazz Washington will go out with a minute and 14 left in the half. Drake is up and good.
Back in for Glendale, Katie Smitherman, number 33.
Drake and Bond are both sophomores, and of course Hannah White is a freshman, so future for this ball club looks pretty good if we can just stay in there and stay together and build a little confidence and play the game that we know that we can play. Glendale passing the ball around. Gibbons has got it, and there's going to be a
out of bounds.
Stepped out of bounds. Yes, she did.
Good defense by Crandall to cut off that baseline and dribbled right on the end line.
55.5 seconds left. Cats down by a score of 32-13, but come alive here in just the last little bit. Got the ball to White, and she puts it in for two.
There again, it's that presence at the high post was wide open. She got a good look and put it in.
Yes, she did. (15-32) in favor of Glendale. There's just 21 seconds left, and that ball goes in, and Drake comes up with a rebound, and it's knocked out of bounds, but it'll be Wildcats ball with 15 seconds left.
Fourth rebound for Drake here in the first half. She's last few minutes has made her presence felt, playing super hard out on the floor. So now you want to get a quality shot to end the half and go in with a little bit of confidence. They've had some, they're starting to figure out the zone a little bit, but they need to get a good shot to end the half.
Yeah. Oh, a nice job that time using her height. And there's a two ball, I believe, by Bond, and that gets it. Does just exactly what you thought. 17-32 at halftime. Neosho Wildcats are down. We'll be back. You're watching the Lady Wildcats on the KNEO Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. We'll be right back.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Sports Locker, located at 1206 Neosho Boulevard, Neosho, is a proud supporter and supplier of Neosho Wildcat Athletics. Open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday. They carry all the biggest brands, including Under Armour, Nike, and Adidas sports apparel and equipment. Be sure to check out their Facebook page at Sports Locker Team Sales and Specials, or their number is 417-451-9300. Proud supporters of the Neosho Wildcats.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
And welcome back to Neosho. It is halftime. John, Chris, and Matt with you, and we're grateful to have you with us. We'll remind you that the boys' ball game will start here in just a little bit after we finish. This has been a really fast half, Chris. The score's not what we like to see, but it's been a good ball game. Not a lot of fouls.
No, only 9 fouls total in that first half. Neosho battling back those last couple minutes, figuring out the zone a little bit, getting the ball to the high post, cutting down the turnovers. The absolute key to the second half is taking care of the basketball. We've done a good job on the boards, out rebounding Glendale 15-8, but got to shore some things up, keeping them from the rim and getting a hand in some of their shots on the offensive end as Glendale got hot. But you can't turn the ball over that much and expect to win.
No, you really can't. Scoring-wise for the Neosho Wildcats, Jolie Bond has 2. Journey Burkhart has 2. Aspen Drake comes in and scores 5. Most of those in the last couple of minutes of the first half. Jazz Washington has 4, and Hannah White has 4. For the Glendale Falcons, Burry has 4. Givens has got a couple of 3 balls, and she's got 7. She's got 7. Minor, who's got a couple of 3 balls and a free throw, she's got 8. Duncan comes in, she's got 6, and Crandall has 5, and that's the score right now. But as you said, rebounds is one of the keys, but a bunch of rebounds does not make up for the turnovers. We've got to be more careful with the ball, and we've got to calm down and just relax and play the game.
Well, if we had the stat sheet around, I think 2 things would stand out is that Neosho is shooting probably at a pretty high clip field goal percentage, something very solid, just not enough shots on basket. That's the first thing. And then defensively, I think you would see shots all at the rim for Glendale and then the few threes that they hit. Nothing in between. So you got to be a little more physical on the drives to stop them from getting to the rim. Make sure you get a hand in their face when they do pull the trigger from 3.
All right, and that's where it sits at halftime. We will be back. There's about 6 minutes left. As you can see, the boys are out there, and they're doing their shoot-arounds, and we'll be back with the start of the third quarter. Cats are down by a score of 32-17. We'll be right back.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
At Calvary Neosho, we aren't your grandmother's church because she lives in Akron, Ohio, and that would be a terribly long commute for church. But if she did live in Neosho, we at Calvary would be delighted to have her come visit us. And since you live here, we would definitely like you to come visit us. Then, when your Nana comes to visit for Christmas, you can bring her to church and introduce us to her. We're sure she is a delightful lady. You can find us at Facebook /Calvary of Neosho or join us in person at 3650 Oak Ridge Extension. We gather for worship Sundays at 10:30 a.m. Calvary Neosho. Not your grandma's church, but we'd sure like to meet her.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Wildcats!
This moment didn't start here. It started with showing up. For the dreamers, the doers, and those just beginning. For life's biggest milestones and the quiet ones that shape us. Real community shows up when no one's watching. Because that's when it matters most. In the big moments, the small ones, and everything in between. First Community Bank is here for you.
Family Market, located at 201 North Neosho Boulevard, is your friendly hometown grocery store with delicious deli and the best selection of fresh meats and beautiful produce. Family Market can also take care of all your catering needs. Whether your upcoming event is big or small, Family Market can handle it all. Call 451-0057. That's 451-0057. Check out the Family Market Facebook page for weekly specials. Go Wildcats from Family Market of Neosho.
Chris, the Cats came back in the second period of play after scoring 6 in the first quarter. They came back and scored 11 in the second quarter, so there certainly is a light at the end of the tunnel. I think they've got to come back, and I think we're right. Control has got to be an issue, and we may just need to go out and pass the ball around a little bit.
Yeah, putting that person at the high post every time down, it really condenses and allows the guards to go guard to guard. I think they need to put somebody down on the baseline, too, to kind of flatten that zone. And then when they get the ball to the high post, Jazz or Hannah, look for the shot or look high-low at that point. And if we get the ball to Aspen on the wing, for her to take it the whole one-on-one with whoever's guarding her.
Yeah, I think that's right. And what we've seen is Jazz and Hannah White both have the ability to shoot the ball from the free throw line, which is not a bad option.
Not at all. I mean, and they've been uncontested. The middle of that zone is open because they're trying to prevent the high-low play, and they're doubling down low. So you got to hit that shot from the free throw line. We'll see if they make some adjustments here at halftime, and we see more of that high post play here in the third quarter.
All All right, well, we've got about 2 minutes left. We're going to take one more time out, and we'll be back with the start of the third quarter. You're watching the Lady Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. We'll be right back.
McKay Quality Roofing is a proud supporter of KNEO Radio and the Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. They're located in their offices at 811 South Neosho Boulevard. They specialize in roof removal and replacement of residential and commercial properties. In order to serve you better, they have offices in Neosho, Cassville, and Grove, Oklahoma. Call McKay Quality Roofing at 417-455-3326 for a free quote, or go online at McKayQualityRoofing.com for more information. Go Cats!
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce invites you to download the new Experience Neosho app, available for free on the Apple and Google Play Store. Your guide to eat, shop, play, and stay in Neosho, and your direct link to KNEO Wildcat Sports. Download the app, register to win weekly prizes, and listen to your favorite Wildcat sports. Good luck, Wildcats. We can't wait to hear you ring that bell.
Your shoulders.
Welcome back. This ball game is being brought to you by Calvary Baptist Church, Neosho Daily News, Crowder College, State Farm agent Eric Norris, Joe Ringstaff. He's your financial advisor at Edward Jones, Free Will Baptist Church, Family Market, Farm Bureau, Affordable Propane. Show Me Realty is a nice new sponsor for us. We really appreciate them this year as well. Free Market Physician Healthcare, we appreciate them. They're a new sponsor for us also. Tally Tire, MFA, the law office of Wood and Peterson. We've got about 18 seconds, and we'll be ready to get this ball game underway. And Chris, if we were just to go out and pass the ball and maybe pass it 5 times, and before we even try to set anything up and just pass the ball, that controls the ball, keeps the ball out of their hands.
Yeah, and prevents those live turnovers, which leads to layups, and gives you a chance to get a shot on goal. Again, our shooting percentage is probably pretty solid in the first half. We just got to have twice as many shots at goal here in the second half to try to get back into this game. We'll see how it goes. It's Glendale's ball to start the second half. Neosho looks like they are starting with their starting lineup.
Yeah, starting with the starting lineup, which is Burkhart, White, Drake, Washington, and Crandall.
Neosho's been in man-to-man the entire game. They open up in man-to-man.
Givens comes around on the screen and tries to go down, comes right back out. The ball is at the top, and goes over to Givens, and here she comes trying to get in. She's being guarded by Crandall. Just shot that one right over the top of her.
Nice reverse dribble, little baby hook over Crandall. Good defense, just better offense.
Absolutely. Cats come down. Burkhart brings the ball down across the top of the key. Givens is going to... No, that is... All right, that was Brooklyn Crandall, and she walked before she got in, but she had the right idea. Take the ball to the hole. You'll at least get fouled maybe in there.
Yeah, we got to see more aggressiveness to try to get the ball into the lane and get some good shots.
And Cats in the midst of, you said, that man-on-man defense, and Glendale's content right now to pass the ball around. They get the ball into Givens on the inside and bring the ball back out. Top of the key is Minor, and she goes in, does not go in. Givens comes up and gets the putback.
Solid offensive rebound that time after the drive. After the rotation, no one was able to block her out, and the putback puts the lead back up to 19.
Yeah. Burkhart looked at a 3-ball that time. Crandall looked at one too, but she dribbles back around, gets the ball up to Jazz Washington on that high post, and they break it up.
And when that's double teamed, you got to reverse the basketball to the other side when there's 2 on the inside post.
Minor up at the top of the key for Glendale. Over to Randall. Randall back up to Minor. Minor being guarded by White right now.
They're trying to switch. Aspen Drake's trying to switch. Now they have.
Yeah. Wide open with number 22, and that is Randall. She just right down the baseline. And the score is 38-17. Cats get the ball across the timeline. Burkhart up the top of the key, gets the ball into White. White back out to Crandall. Crandall gets called for the second time for travel. Julie Bond's in, and Crandall will sit down for just a minute. Here comes Glendale with Minor carrying the load. She comes across the timeline. And there's a screen by Givens, and then she rolls out to the lane, and she comes back. Ball goes over to Smotherman. And she comes back. And they go back to the top of the key and set it up again with Minor. Minor gets the ball out to Givens at the top of the key, back to Minor. 4 minutes and 54 seconds left in the third period of play, and Minor goes to the hole, but she'll be fouled. And she'll go to the line and shoot two.
Second foul of Journey Burkhart, and that's team foul number 1. One thing Glendale's done a nice job of is not turning the ball over themselves.
That's exactly right.
They've been able to take off at times 30 seconds, just reversing the basketball, taking care of it, controlling it, and getting the shot that they want. And here in the third quarter, we're at 4:52. I don't believe the Lady Cats have had a shot on goal yet.
No, they have not. And here comes Givens, or Minor's second shot, and it's good.
So largest lead of the game up to 23. Lady Cats need to get on the board here, get a good shot this trip down.
Yeah, Burkhart at the top of the key, standing there, gets the ball to Bond. Bond gets it inside, and that's going to be a foul. And that foul is going to be on Smitherson.
That's her first, team's first in the third quarter.
Drake's going to trigger the ball in for the Cats underneath our goal. And they get the ball in, tried to get it into White. It did not go. Bounced off a couple of Glendale people, and now they have control of it, and here they come. And Givens comes down, and she gets the ball back out, and we get the ball back to Minor again up at the top of the key, and she just kind of dribbles around. Aspen Drake watching her. Gets the ball into Givens, and she tries to go to the hole and does not go. And there's a block. Nice block that time by White, and the Cats have got the ball back. It went over to Drake, and Drake got the ball back over to Burkhart. Burkhart over to Jolie Bond, and that ball's thrown out of bounds.
And just miscommunication on that one, and just got to have some patience and be strong with the ball, get in an offensive set to where we can get the ball to again to the high post. It just got to happen here in the third quarter.
3 minutes and 53 seconds left in the third period of play. And there's a foul. And no, it's a walk.
Yep, that's a travel as she tried to fake left and go right, and just a little too quick.
It was on Randall, so the Cats get the ball on a turnover. And our two guards bring the ball down. We haven't seen Glendale even try a full court press at this point.
Now they're content to put pressure here in the half court, and there's a chance to get in.
Nice play, yes. That was a nice play by Jazz Washington, turn around and getting the ball around to White, and she'll go to the line and shoot one. Smitherman has their second foul. And the ball is up and good.
Nice shot.
It was, Hannah's had some trouble with the free throw line. It's nice to see her make a shot like that was all net.
Caitlin Burry checks in for Glendale.
20-40 in favor of Glendale. Nice job that time by White to make number 20 Duncan change positions and not be able to get the what we call the puppy. We get the ball into Jazz Washington, back out to Jolie Bond at the top of the key, over to Aspen, and Givens stands in, and she's going to go all the way, and there was a foul.
Called an offensive foul on Glendale.
It certainly was.
That was on Ella Gibbons, her first.
Back in for the Falcons, number 33, Katie Smitherman.
Smitherman back in the ball game for the Falcons. And we just throw the ball to Givens, and she's going to come all the way down herself. No, she passes it off. Givens and Burry picks up the 2. 42-20 in favor of Glendale. 2:36 left in the third period of play. You get the ball into White. White gets it back over to Washington, and on a little give and go, and White can't make it go. Givens picks up the rebound. And there's the shot. It's a 3-ball, and it's good.
You know, they started the game not shooting many threes, but they've been very efficient since the second quarter on, getting wide open looks, and they're making the Lady Cats pay.
Cats are down by 25 now. And we throw the ball back, and the Miner is going to come looks like she's going to come all the way. No, she backs back out. This is there's Gibbons tries for a 3-ball, and it's good. That's her third 3-ball of the ball game. We're just getting ready to say that Glendale is pretty disciplined. They'll go in and come right back out to probably take some time off the clock. And that ball looked like it was caromed off as something, but was out of bounds. And here come the Falcons. Number 32, Haley Dickinson, a freshman, is into the ball game.
Crandall back in for the Lady Cats, giving Drake a break.
Minute 35 left in the third period of play. And right now they're content for Miner to just kind of pass the ball around and set it up. And there was and that's going to be a foul, and I believe it's going to be on the floor.
Hannah White picking up her second. Here comes Emma Ward in for Jolie Bond.
They tried to get the ball in, but it didn't work. And Neosho was able to pick up one, but it's going to be a jump ball, and it'll go to the Cats.
Good hustle by Emma Ward getting on the floor and tying up the Glendale Lady Falcon, and it'll be Neosho basketball with 1:22 in the third.
And here comes Burkhardt across the timeline. Gets the ball over to Brooklyn, and just like that, number 4 steps in. That was a Burry and took the pass. And here comes Glendale again.
Miner's had a nice game here to the second.
She has. She's had a nice game. And the score is 50-20. The lead is 30 now. And there's Emma Ward with a 3-ball that does not go in. And Burkhardt comes up with a rebound. She shoots a little jumper in the middle of the screen. She gets her own rebound and is fouled. And that foul is going to be on Randall, it looks like.
Good hustle going after that loose ball.
Personal foul charged against Glendale's number 32, Haley Dickinson. That's her first.
Yeah, that's Dickinson's first team foul. 14 foul.
Yeah, and White's going to sit down for the remainder of 41 seconds left. We're going to try to shoot the 3-ball. I'm sure we set it up and get the ball to Washington, and then we try to get it back, and the rebound, it's deflected off a Glendale player. Looks like that deflected off of Sawyer. And the ball back out to Hannah White, and she loses it, and Burry comes down and gets the ball over to Miner, and it's good for 2. 52-20, 23 seconds left. Cats need to make a good shot right here. And here comes Crandall. She tries her very best, and they say no, she walked.
So turnovers has definitely been the Achilles heel this quarter.
Yeah, certainly have. Smitherman did a nice job defensively that time of making Brooklyn change her direction. And here's Miner again, and she's up, and it does not go in. And they get the rebound, but it stopped right there. So at the end of the third period of play, the score is Neosho 20 and Glendale 52. We'll be right back after this. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Mark Taylor, General Manager of KNEO Radio and the CEO of the Sky High and Neosho Wildcats Broadcasting Network. As we bring you these high school sports broadcasts each week, there are additional hours and behind-the-scenes work that has to be done to bring you this broadcast. And there's more and more equipment needed with the expansion of the internet or radio broadcast equipment, social media, plus there's fees, announcer costs. It all can add up. If you're a business, we could use your sponsorship. And if not, we are a non-for-profit broadcaster, so your gift is tax deductible. With less sponsors, we have to cut back on how many games or events done, and if that number drops too low, then we have to make other changes. So we would appreciate and look forward to the opportunity to get your business, church, or yourself involved. Contact us to find out more by calling 417-451-5636 or go to kneo.org and contact us there. We will follow up.
Welcome back. We're ready for the fourth period of play. The Cats are down by a score of 52-20, and Glendale picks up 3 more, and that'll start the turbo clock, Chris.
Yeah, so what you need to do is, if you're the Lady Cats, is you just got to keep battling, work defensively, try to maintain a good job on doing the boards, and then continue to try to figure some things out on the offensive end.
Yeah, you really do. The Cats only scored 3 points that quarter. And I think you said we shot maybe 5 times. And that's not a recipe for success.
No, it makes it very difficult when you can't get shots on goal. You just got to figure out how to take care of the basketball and not turn it over.
There was a 3 ball and
good rebound.
Yeah, Crandall picked up the rebound, and here she comes across the timeline, and she gets the ball over to Burkhart. Burkhart was going to shoot a 3, and it's good. Damn!
That's what you got to do. You just got to take this quarter, try to win the quarter, just play as hard as you possibly can.
Yeah, they got the ball back in to number 33, and then it's her first points of the game, Smitherman.
She got the offensive rebound and muscled her way up for 2 points.
As a freshman, she's got a promising future, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's going to be a good post in the COC.
Yeah, and there's going to be another walk on Crandall. Givens and Smitherman both had her tied up that time to the point she couldn't get to the goal.
Yeah, not much room in there, and she just tried to get a shot up, wasn't able to, and took that extra step.
6:41 left in the ball game, and there's going to be a foul. And number 22 will go to the line, and that is Randall. She'll shoot 2.
A personal foul. I'm not sure who they called that on.
No, I'm not sure either. It looks like Jolie Bond. There's the first one. It's up and no good.
It was on Jolie Bond, her first. Yeah. Aspen Drake back in, and Emma Ward take a rest. So clock is rolling now, so what Neosho needs to do is try to get some buckets down here to stretch and end on a high note for this game.
Back in for Neosho, number 44, Hannah White. And for Glendale, number 34.
Hannah White back in for Neosho.
And get the ball down across the timeline, and here we go. It doesn't get any easier for the Cats on the 29th. They go to Springfield, and they play Kickapoo, who I believe is 14-0.
Yeah, they're pretty good this year.
Yeah, they are. So Crandall will go to the line, and she will shoot 2. This is one of those cases that free throws really don't help you any because the clock continues to run regardless, but she makes the first one. And that puts us 24. There's the second one. It's good, too.
2 good-looking free throws there.
Yes, it was. And Glendale is going to have more ball players getting ready to come into the ball game. Crandall doing a nice job on Gibbons, wasn't she, that time?
Playing hard, staying in front.
Yes.
I'd like to see the Lady Cats get a little bit more ball hawkish here in the fourth quarter, try to get their hands on the basketball, try to pick the pocket of someone.
Yeah, that would be good, but right now they're certainly being disciplined enough not to allow a shot, and Glendale says that's okay, we'll just continue to run the ball. There's number 33 comes in, and she scores, and that is Smitherman. Oh, no, that was Dickinson. I'm sorry, yeah.
Played right off a high screen, got a good look.
Yeah,
and
that was her first 2 of the game, and Neosho gets the ball back. We threw the ball away, but it bounced off and went out. Here, Burkhart back in the ball game, and Washington's going to sit down for a minute. Get the ball into White.
There's a blocking foul.
Yes, it was, and that's going to be on Givens, it looks like. That's going to be the second team foul.
Second foul on Givens. A good pump fake step through by Hannah White as she's evolving in some of her moves inside. But again, that time we got the ball to the baseline down in the corner to open things up for us to feed the post.
And get the ball. You got the ball into, and there's a jump ball. We got the ball into Crandall, and she ended up with a jump ball. It'll be Neosho's ball. She was right there at the top of the key in that high post position, trying to get the ball to White down low. And there is Jolie Bond comes around with her own little hook shot over everybody and picks up 2, 27-57 in favor of Glendale. And there was number 33, Smitherman, with a over-the-back kind of hook shot underneath the bucket. Cats get the ball back out in the hands of the 3-ball shooters, get it back to White. White turns around, puts it up, and it doesn't go.
I think that was blocked by Smitherman that time.
Yeah. And there was a block that time by
Drake.
Drake, yes it was. So 2:09 left in the ball game, and Glendale is. Smitherman she'll go to the. I believe that's a foul, and that'll be on White, I believe, isn't it?
I believe it is.
Yes, it is.
That's her third.
Stay tuned after this ball game is over. We'll have the wrap up, and we will quickly go into the boys' ball game.
Good hustle by Burkhart to get her hand on the ball. I'd like to see her, even if she fouls a couple times, get after the basketball a little bit and put some pressure on it.
And there's a foul, and that is going to be on Drake, and that's exactly what she did that time in an effort to block, and that's going to take number 33, Smitherman, to the line, and she'll shoot 2. Smitherman's first one is up, and it's good.
You know, avoiding fouls is a good thing, but my mom used to tell me when I was playing basketball a long time ago, they gave you 5 fouls for a reason.
Yep.
Sometimes you got to keep them out of the lane and be physical with them and pick up a foul here or there. Just got to use them wisely throughout the game. That was a good foul, even though she put 2 free throws in, prevented a layup, which you have to do.
Absolutely. Anytime you can make them work for it from the free throw line rather than to give them the free throw. Jolie Bond, the Cats are out there, and they lose the ball. And Jolie Bond had the ball over in the far corner. Here comes Glendale. And there's a 3-ball by number 21. Drake picks up the rebound, and 26 seconds left. Here come the Cats. Cats are going to end up going to 2 and 14. And there was a shot by Burkhart. And it was a block. It was a 3-ball. It was a block, and we'll see who we call the foul on. Yeah, and that's gonna be the ball game, I believe. And the Neosho Wildcats lose it by the score of 61-27. We'll be back with a wrap, but more importantly, we'll be ready for the boys' ball game to start just right after that. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. The Freeman Family YMCA is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Serving the four-state area, the Freeman Family Y believes in putting Christian principles into practice through programs, building a healthy spirit, mind, and body. With 2 locations to serve the area in Grove, Oklahoma, and Neosho, the Freeman Family Y open 5:30 to 9 Monday through Saturday, 1 to 5 on Sunday. For more information, you can go online to ymcaswmo.org or call us at 417-455-9999.
Americans have a big healthcare problem. Over 100 million citizens carry medical debt while spending on overpriced and complicated health insurance. As Christians, we don't have to pay for a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is a faith-based alternative to health insurance at half the cost. Plus, you can enroll at any time. Stand up to insurance and join CHM today.
And welcome back. Starting the segment of the post-game show, at Arvis Bank, Neosho, we believe in the power of serving others. From small business to agriculture. Whether you're looking for someone to help manage your mortgage or an expert with wealth management, we've got you covered. You deserve a financial partner who cares and can help reach your financial goals. Arvis, proud to call Neosho home.
And with the post-game show, we're ready. Jolie Bond had 4 points. Journey Burkhardt had 5. Aspen Drake had 5. Jazz Washington had 4. Crandall picked up a couple on the free throw line. And Hannah White had 4. For the Glendale Falcons, Burry had 6. Givens had ended up with 15. Minor, number 11, ended up with 17. Duncan had 6. Crandall had 8. And Smitherman, who hadn't scored at all until the second half, had 6. And that's the way it is. The Neosho Lady Wildcats are now 2-14. And Glendale is 10-6. Stay tuned for the second ball game coming your way in just a few minutes. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
Supported by Banner Church of the Nazarene, located at 597 North Fork Road between Anderson and Goodman. Banner Church of the Nazarene services are Sunday school at 9:30 and family worship at 10:30. Check out their special Sunday night youth fellowship. Wednesday services begin at 7, offering adult Bible study, ladies Bible study, youth and children's services. Contact them at bannerchurch.com, 417-364-7461, or dennis@bannerchurch.com.
A business impact partner of KNEO 91.7 FM is Four State Printing in Anderson, Missouri. Serving the area since 1982, they specialize in screen and offset printing services and have promotional products. Four State Printing also has a retail store, County Clothing Company, that offers McDonald County spiritwear and Christian apparel. More information at 417-845-6929 or online at fourstateprinting.com.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage.
It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself.
1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
See Shelter Agent Josh Meeker in Neosho and get the insurance coverage you need at the right price.
And if you've been with us from the girls' softball game, welcome back. We're ready to get the boys' ball game underway here in just a few minutes. And Glendale Falcon boys come in with a record of 9-6. In the COC, they are 2-1. And as we said earlier, Chris, they're also one of our rivals in Class 6 District 5 playoffs that will be played, by the way, in Republic. They welcome back 6 returners We talked about, what was it like with a coach if you bring back 4? They're bringing back 6 returners. 3 of them were starters from last year with a record of 14-12.
Yeah, and I had an opportunity to watch them live, and they were beat the day we did, but they happened to be playing Logan Rogersville, who's one of the best teams in the state. And what I did notice about them when I watched them is they are athletic, and they've got some size. And, if you can contain some of the three-point shooting and rebound, you can hang with them. But if you give up some second-chance points against their athleticism and have live ball turnovers, it can be a long night.
Well, it could very well. Coach Brian Mattig says that this is a large core group of people, and we're excited about the success for the program. And once again, he says defense is going to be the telling point for this ball club as well.
Yeah, and they're scoring 70 points a game, so it sounds like they're pretty solid on the offensive end as well. That's one thing that we're going to have to contain them to stay with them this evening. But defensively, giving up 58 points a game, that's solid with their schedule. It sounds like they're doing a good job. Everybody's reaching the gauntlet right now. This is an important COC game as well as district opponent. So both teams are gearing up for each other for a good one tonight.
Yeah, they really are. Now, Glendale has beat Carthage. They beat them in COC play 66-44, and they beat Republic 66-65. They're led by 6'2" junior guard Jolie Rover, who is Caden Asbury will be on him. By the way, we want to announce to everybody again, Caden is going to go somewhere and play, isn't he?
Yeah, he's headed to Fort Scott Community College, and that's after a lot of years of working at it, and that's always been his goal. So congratulations to Caden who announced that this week.
Yeah, he really did. Jolie Rover has 20 points average per game. And the guy out there on the other side, the senior guard, is Camden Seats. He averaged 11 points per game. The Cats come in. They beat the Cats last year by a score of 53-67. They've scored 70. They scored 70, and they give up 58. That's a lot of points, isn't it?
Yeah, they want to play at pace, and they're gonna shoot some threes that look kind of not in the flow of offense, but that's what they do. And they're not afraid to push the ball. So really the keys tonight, in my opinion, is going to have to be able to rebound because they've got a size advantage on us, and they're very athletic, and we can't turn the ball over. And we're going to have to be able to hit a lot of shots throughout the game. We cannot have a spell where we see them go on a 9-0 run, 7-0 run. It'll be too tough to come back from.
Yeah, it really will. It'll be difficult. We're going to take time out. You're watching the pregame show for the boys Wildcat game. We'll be right back after this.
The Neosho R5 School District is committed to shaping the future, one student at a time. From academics to athletics.
Hi, this is Pastor Mike from Calvary of Neosho, and I want to take a few moments to give you hope today. Are you feeling overwhelmed with the daily struggles of affording rent, paying for groceries, buying gas? I want you to know that there is a God who is big enough to handle all these problems and bring you relief. He wants you to live free from worry and stress. James 4:2 says, "You have not because you ask not." Have you asked God to help you today? For KNEO Radio, I'm Mike Leake.
What does a culture of excellence look like? It looks like her, him, and them. It's where future educators, innovators, lifesavers, and global leaders call their home. It's a place where immersive learning environments can help empower students to command a future in their field. Come experience excellence at Missouri Southern State University.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Well, the Cats come in with a record of 13-3 after blowing out a very young Cassville Ball Club the other night by a score of 83-28. That was also Coach Zane Culp's 100th victory. Congratulations to him. A young guy like that puts him right up in the elite schedule, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's done a good job turning the program around and steadying the ship. You know, we were talking before this season. I think he's the second eldest in the COC now. I believe. So it's hard to believe with coaching changes in today's world, you know, people come and go. But he's one of the veterans in the COC now, so he knows what to expect from his opponents. And, the Cats being at home, they've been very good at home. What we're looking for tonight is they can get on one of those rolls where they're hitting the 3-ball, getting Zach involved, playing solid defense, and pull a big game out tonight if they can hang in there through 4 quarters, win it down the stretch.
Well, I tell you what, the ball game the other night, the Cats played really well. We had 5 players that were in double figures. Started out with Branscombe had 12, Fisher had 15, Asbury had 18. Spiva comes off the bench, and he hits 5 3-balls for 15, and then we got the ball inside to Zach, who had 13, but he also had 12 boards.
Yeah,
so that was a double-double.
Just a solid game for the Cats here at home, and they controlled it from tip-off to buzzer, and that's what you want. You want to have that confidence flowing as you get back into what now is going to be the gauntlet, and we start with Glendale tonight, and we get into the teeth of the COC conference. Playing at home is an advantage for the Cats. They're comfortable here. They just need to have that kind of solid performance from all their players tonight.
Yeah, they do.
Hey, it's time for Keys to the Cats here in the old field house. Keys for the Cats is sponsored by State Farm Eric Norris here in Neosho, located at 437 West Colder Street in Neosho. Eric and his team offer a variety of insurance services to individuals and businesses. Learn more online at ericnorrisinsurance.com or by phone at 417-451-6666.
And Keys for the Cats. One of the things the Cats have got to do is it starts with I, and that stands for inside. We did a good job of feeding Zach the other night, and he proved well enough for the task as he had the number of points that he had. But getting the ball inside to Zach and allow him to score because of the sweet, sweet touch that he has opens up the 3-ball for us. D stands for Don't Panic. We get the looks that we need tonight, and then we'll take them and we'll just play our kind of basketball. We are 2-0 in the COC. Actually, this starts the run, so we could very well be 3-0 after it's over with. We're here at our home. It's our ball game. We want to play our way and treat our fans to something. We're getting some fans that are coming in, even though this is probably a little bit earlier start, Chris, than what we expect. B, coming off the bench, Spiva came in with 5 3-balls the other night. Plummer came in and got the rebounds exactly when we needed them. We rotate fresh legs in and out, and I think that's going to be a premium tonight in order for us to be 3-0 in COC, but go up to 14-3.
Yeah, great opportunity tonight against quality opponent. Glendale's a very solid team in the COC. Big front line. They're at 6'4", 6'5", 6'4". They're an athletic group. Got to hit the boards against us. Got to have all 5 Cats rebounding every possession.
Well, we have said all along that we may be a little bit smaller when we get ready to play some of the bigger schools, but we're going to have a good chance tonight to see if our speed is going to compensate for that.
That's what you have to do, is if you've got the quickness on your side and play solid fundamental defense, if you box out, you can offset size. So that's really a huge key for tonight's game.
It really is. We're going to take another timeout. This is the pregame show. There's about 2 minutes and 20 seconds left, and we'll be back with the start of the ball game. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
Today's sporting event is being made available for your family by Chris Wright of Dig Right Equipment Rental, located just off Highway 49 at the Carterville exit by Casey's. Open Monday through Friday and Saturdays till noon with rentals of outdoor construction equipment and even attachments for your machines. Chris Wright of Dig Right Equipment Rentals is a proud supporter of today's game. 417-317-4995.
This moment didn't start here. It started with showing up. For the dreamers, the doers, and those just beginning. For life's biggest milestones and the quiet ones that shape us. Real community shows up when no one's watching. Because that's when it matters most. In the big moments, the small ones, and everything in between. First Community Bank is here for you.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. Located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. For more information, 417-221-6795. Or online at ProLubeRepair.com. neosho.com.
Welcome back. There's 36 seconds left before we get this ball game underway, and I believe what we'll do, Chris, is we'll just let the PA announcer announce the beginning of the ball game for us, and we'll get this game underway.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting game. You know, this time of the season, you get to see the COC opponents. These are hard-fought ball games. Both teams want to get after each other, and it's, you know, you got to be able to execute for 4 quarters to win these tough ball games. We're looking forward to a good ball game here tonight.
Yeah, I think we are. I think we're probably playing a little bit of intimidation now because we've got the people from Glendale that are out there. There's 4 of them out there. They could all stuff the ball if they wanted to. I think they just wanted to show us a little bit of their height. But we'll get going and we'll show them our speed. How about that?
That's right. You know, I think our group is fully aware of their athleticism. So, but if they get boxed out, they're not going to be able to jump over your back. You just got to put your butt into them and go up and get the basketball and fight after every loose ball.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Now, number 1 is Jacob Seats. He's a senior on the ball club. Then it's a junior, Savon Davis. He wears number 4. And Jolie Rover, he's the big guy. That's who they'll be depending upon. Then it'll be Markel Houston and Charlie Hubble. Here come the Neosho Wildcats. And we start off with junior Houston Branscombe wearing 0. Then it's going to be the senior Jaden Fisher who gets hot with the 3 ball, and look out. Then another senior, Caden Asbury, who just signed to go to Coffeyville Community College. Then it's going to be another senior, Oliver Martin, wearing number 3, and on the inside is big Zach Forsythe at 6'5", maybe 6'6" by now. And we'll have him, give him an opportunity to compete with some more guys probably his size. So we're getting ready to get this ball game underway.
What you're going to see Glendale come out and most likely man-to-man, getting up into the passing lane, switching a lot of screens. Also throw a 1-2-2 half-court trap at you, and they'll even do some run and jump. So they'll change defenses. They're big. They're athletic. Our smaller guards are going to have to do a good job boxing out. But here we go. This is going to be a great game here at Neosho tonight.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it'll be a really, really good game. And I believe taking the tip-off is, if you'll turn around here, Glendale is in their black and red, and it is Rover. And Rover gets the tip, gets the ball in, and they begin already. And number 4 brings the ball in for Davis.
Just took the tip, took it uncontested all the way to the rim for an easy 2.
Yep, that's exactly right. Oliver with the ball. He gets it into Zach. Zach moving around. He puts it up for 2.
Really strong with the basketball. He had lots of hands in there, but went right up through the chest for 2 points to tie it up.
Well, that was that really sweet little touch that he's got and was able to do that. The ball goes on the inside, and Zach tries to block in number 22, Houston.
Another strong play in the post. He got his own rebound and put it back in.
Yeah, 4-2 in favor of Glendale. And here come the Cats. Ollie Martin has the ball over to Houston Branscombe for 3. Bang!
Good ball reversal, and Houston starting to shoot the ball better with a little bit more confidence. It's good to see him get that 3 ball going early.
It really is, and that was he had a great look at that one that time too. That's going to open up the inside just a little bit because they're not going to be able to just let him loose and shoot at will. Number 24 tries to put one up, and that is able, and the rebound goes to Forsythe. Here come the Cats. It's going to be a fast ball game. Martin on the inside, he gets it over to Fisher. Fisher back out to Asbury. Asbury is going to go in. He stops, and he tries to put it up, and it doesn't go, and there's a walk.
Yeah, it looked like he went up in, tried to get a shot. It was blocked, grabbed the ball back. Could have been possibly blocked, but said it didn't change possession, so traveling violation back to Glendale.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I think Fisher did a nice job of going in and faking, seeing that there were some big guys under it, and getting the ball back outside that time. And here comes Glendale. Number 10, a 3 ball, and that is good, and that is Rover.
He's really the key to Glendale as he gets going. They're really, really tough. Got to make sure you get a hand in his face.
6 minutes left, 7-5 in favor of Glendale. Ball goes over to Asbury. Asbury takes the screen and loses the ball. Nice job by Glendale. And there's the ball that goes up, does not go in, and there's a foul. And that foul is going to be on Asbury, it looks like.
Well, now it looks like it might be on
22, no.
That's on Houston.
That is on Houston. It's an offensive foul. Now we have to be careful, Houston. Branscombe and Houston over on the other side. So that is the first team foul and first foul of the ball game, and the Cats have got the ball. And Houston Branscombe brings the ball across the timeline, gets it over to Miller, back over to Houston, and there's a three-ball look. Boom!
Bam! Really good set on that one as
picks
they
up
reversed
three.
it. Good pass for Houston. Asbury connects on his first three-ball attempt.
The score now is 8-7 in favor of the Cats. And we'll take those kind all night long, won't we? And there is a three-ball back from them, and it hits the backboard. That was shot by Davis, who has 2 in the ball game so far.
Both teams starting to just filling each other out a little bit, but a good, fast-paced, aggressive start by both teams.
Yeah, Branscombe gets the ball across the timeline over to Asbury. Asbury dribbles around at the top of the key to get the ball to Branscombe, and he gets it inside. Boom! Nice. Inside to Asbury for 2. Cats are up by a score of 10-7. Great start for the Cats at this point. And their ball goes into number 22, and 24 gets the rebound. They get it back out, and there's a foul. And I believe it is going to be on Branscombe.
First team foul.
No, wait a minute. That's not.
Could be on Asbury.
Asbury, yeah.
Tough matchup for Jaden Fisher tonight. He's given up about 4 or 5 inches on who he is guarding. He's got to be super physical. But that's a tough matchup for him.
Yeah, nice job that time. Number 4 comes in with it, Davis, and that is his 4th point of the night. He got his own rebound. Thought he was blocked for a minute by Forsythe, but I don't believe so. Forsythe steps outside, and he's being guarded by Houston. Asbury over to Houston Branscombe, back to Asbury at the top of the key, and Oliver Martin has the ball, and he spins, and there's a 3-ball, and it does not go, but the Cats come up with a rebound. Martin gets the rebound, and he's going in, and there's a foul. And it looks like the foul is going to be on number 24, and that is Habel.
That's his first, team second.
Cats get the ball in, and Martin goes up, and it does not go for him. Branscombe fighting for the ball, and he's got it, and looks like that there was a timeout in Neosho.
So offensive rebound for Branscombe. It'll remain Neosho basketball.
We'll be right back after this.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. Located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. For more information, 417-221-6795 or online at proluberepair.com.
Welcome back to Neosho Fieldhouse. Cats up by a score of 10-9 over the Glendale Falcons, and this has been more of a track meet, Chris, than it has a basketball game so far.
Yeah, up and down. We've already had 3 lead changes. This is just what we thought it would be. Very 2 competitive teams.
Yeah, very much so. We get the ball over to Fisher. Fisher back to Asbury at the top of the key into Ollie Martin, and he gets it into. What a play. What a play. Nice play by Forsythe that time. Nice pass by Martin. In the lane at the time. Cats are up 12-9.
Glendale went to that zone. Neosho got right to the high post. High-low down to Forsythe.
Yeah, Houston up, and it's good. Here come the Cats. Branscombe with the ball coming across the timeline. Forsythe comes out to the high post and you get the ball over to Asbury for a three and good. Asbury's got 6, 2 3 balls, and the Cats are up 15-11.
Torrid pace here in the first half, first
It
quarter.
is. It is. This is the time that we may very well see some of our fresh legs come in, and they get the ball in, and they got away with a walk that time. And number 10, that is Rover, comes up with 2.
Pretty pull-up jumper on that one. Cuts the lead back down to 2.
Yeah. Oh, nice pass into Asbury, or to Forsythe, and he has 8 in the ball game. Get the ball over to Rover. Rover looks like he wants to shoot. He pulls up, and it's a jumper. Does not go. Is picked up by Houston. Houston goes back to the hole, back over to number 1, and there's a 3 ball that is good by Seats.
Second chance points. That's at least 5 points off offensive rebounds where they gained an extra possession.
Oliver Martin up at the top of the key, and there's a 3 ball by Fisher that does not go. And the ball is rebounded by number 12, and that's Hawkins who's into the ball game. Number 1 takes the ball to the hole, does not go in, and they come up with their own rebound. And here comes Grover again. Grover in, they get the ball, Cats take it away. And here come the Cats from the other side. They get the ball over to Asbury in the corner. Houston looks like he wants to shoot the 3 ball. Does not. And there's Martin coming in, and it goes up, and it's not good, but there's a foul.
That was a really good possession by the Cats as they had 2 shooters on one side with Forsythe.
Yes,
reverse the ball. Good play by Oliver to read that 2-on-1. He'll go to the line shooting 2. More importantly, that's 2 fouls on Markel Houston for Glendale.
And they were not even through with the first quarter yet. Martin at the free throw line. There's the first one. It's up, and it rolls around and comes back out. Cats are up by a score of 17-16. We'll get some fresh legs in. We'll get Plummer and Spiva both in the ball game for the Cats. Fisher and Forsythe will sit down.
Multiple substitutions for Glendale as Seats and Houston come out. Now also checking out Cam Richardson, who just came into the ball game. So almost a brand new lineup for Glendale here with 1:11 in the quarter.
Yeah, it looks like it's a little bit smaller lineup too. The second one's up, and it's good. Cats are up 18-16, a minute 9 left in the first period of play. Davis with the ball across, and he just dribbles around, and he comes up and does not go, and the ball is going to be off of Martin.
You can see early on just securing those defensive rebounds has been challenging here in the first quarter. Just got to be a little more physical and aggressive to the ball to get those rebounds.
Absolutely. Glendale bringing the ball in under their own basket. They try to get the ball inside. The Cats get it. Plummer comes up with it, and here he comes. And he's going to go all the way down, and he gets – there's no foul called on it, but that is Neosho's ball.
That's one thing you can do to offset offensive rebounds is if you get your hands active and get some steals and prevent those second chance points. That was a good job by the Cats, good job by Haven Plummer to get that steal.
Yeah, that's what we get out of Plummer more than anything else. He is a fighter.
Yes.
We get the ball down to Oliver Martin, and he goes into the hole and tries to put it up and good.
Oh, what a shot.
Nice double pump dipsy-do by Oliver Martin.
Yeah, it was. 40 seconds left. The Cats up by 4. And Glendale at the top of the key with Davis. Davis over to Rover. Rover back to, and there's the ball into Davis from three-point land, and it does not go. And Asbury comes up with the rebound. Asbury's going all the way coast to coast, and he puts it up. There's no foul called, no bucket. Glendale with 14 seconds left. Davis at the top of the key, being guarded by Plummer. Plummer's not willing to give in at all. They get the ball into Rover, and he's double-teamed, and he gets it up, and it's no good. So after one period of play, Neosho Wildcats 20 and Glendale Falcons 16. We'll be right back after this.
Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho serves the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer business banking services including checking and savings accounts, business loans, and electronic banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, a proud sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, equal housing lender, member FDIC, where their slogan is
Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
Missourians know we've got their back. For 75 years, they've turned to Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance for dependable, personalized life insurance coverage. That's 75 years protecting families and the lives they've built. For small-town values and big-time protection, call Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Welcome back to the Wildcat Fieldhouse. Start of the second quarter of play. Cats up by a score of 20-16. And I believe right now, even though we're not winning the rebounds, we're winning the 3-ball show for sure.
Oh, shooting the ball very well and getting the ball inside to Forsyth. It's been good spacing. Very efficient offense in the first quarter for the Cats.
It really is. Spiva in the ball game for the Cats, as is Plummer, and they get the ball across to Asbury. Comes across the timeline. Asbury gets the ball around, and there's a 3-ball, and it does not go. But Spiva does a great job of slapping it back out. Gets the ball out to Asbury over in the corner by the scorer's booth. Over to Forsyth, and Houston gets the ball, takes the ball away. Gets the ball over to Rover. Rover double pumps and spins, moves, and puts up 2.
What a play.
He's a quality jump shooter off the dribble, and that's 2 times he's gotten it right to his spot and
yes,
pulled up and made that
has.
15-footer.
Asbury brings the ball down for the Cats. And the ball goes to Zach. Zach puts it up for another 2.
Well,
Zach's got 10.
We saw many of that. Oliver Martin to Zach Forsyth against Marshfield, I believe it was. I can't remember who it was, but where Zach had the 35 points.
Yeah.
That's just a replay.
Yeah, that's all it is. And there's a 3-ball. And Spiva comes down with a rebound, but number 24 is on his back, and that's Hubble. Branscombe in the ball game, and Plummer out. Cats up 22-18. And number 24 is Hubble. That's his second foul.
That's 2 of their bigs, both with 2 fouls. They bring Houston back in, who had an effective start of the game before he picked up 2 in the first quarter.
Branscombe has the ball at the top of the key, comes across the timeline, being guarded closely, gets the ball over to Spiva. Spiva tries to get it into Forsyth, and they're saying that he went off of Neosho.
There's a right idea, just needed to throw it to the corner of the backboard.
Yep.
A little too much heat on it, back to Glendale.
Now Glendale's got the ball. Number 1 is Seats, and he's getting ready to come across the timeline. He'll be guarded by Branscombe. Branscombe giving him a little bit of space. They get the ball into Richardson. Richardson back out to Davis. Davis over to Houston. Houston to Rover. Martin guarding Rover now, and he jumps up. Nice pump fake, and the ball does not come down to the Cats. They get the
Get his face.
Get the rebound. Glendale gets the rebound, and here comes Houston. Spin move around and gets the ball back out. There's a 3-ball by number 1, and he drains it. Seats.
Another second possession from an offensive rebound. That's at least 8 points.
Yeah. And Houston knocks the ball down, takes it away from Forsyth, but the Cats get the ball underneath their basket. 5:49 left in the first period of play. And the ball brought back into Zach, and Zach scores again.
Nice shot.
Nice pass by Spiva to get that into him.
That was
Kept
a
it nice
great
and high.
pass. And here comes Seats. He's across the timeline being guarded by Branscombe. Branscombe gets it inside to Rover. Rover comes in, nice move, and there's Spiva's down.
Looks like he's holding his right ankle. And that's one of those where if you land on it wrong and...
Yeah, and that was Houston that made the score that time. He's got his shoe off.
He's got
He's going to hobble over.
when you have ankle problems and
Yeah.
you land on it wrong, and it can be very painful. You just don't know if you re-sprain it or not, but that ankle's just never really gets 100% recovered until the off season. You're always playing with it, and being one that's had those issues, when you land on the side of your foot, it is painful, and it feels like you're going back to square one. So let's hope he just twinged it a little bit, and we hope we see him back here later in this game.
Yeah, that's the same thing we saw. He and Ollie Martin both ended up with ankle problems. And nice job by Martin to get the ball back, and it's taken away, and it's out of bounds. Branscombe recovered, but the Cats have got it, and Fisher will bring it in. Fisher in for Spiva.
So what you're seeing Glendale now is they're picking up a little bit more, trying to put more ball pressure on. Coach McTague has challenged his team to kind of put some pressure, create some turnovers by his group.
Oh, nice play. Nice, even nicer play that time, but we did not get it. And number 22, Houston, comes down with the ball. Cats just can't seem to make the ball go in the basket. There's another three ball that's not good, and Forsyth comes down with the rebound. Here comes Houston. There's a three ball by Fisher. It does not go. Great job by Zach Forsyth to come from a high post, make the rebound, and put it back. Cats up by a score of 26-23. We want to thank some of our sponsors. We want to thank, of course, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Calvary Baptist Church in Neosho, Neosho Daily News, Crowder College, Eric Norris, he's your State Farm agent, Joe Ringstaff with Edward Jones Financial, Free Market Physician Healthcare, Chapman Sawmill, and Hardwood. Woo, I'm about to lose my breath. This is getting busy, but the Cats are up by a score of 26-23, and both teams are playing lights out, Chris.
Oh, yeah, this has been back and forth. The Cats have led most of the game. Their biggest lead's been 4. Glendale led by 2 earlier. There's been 1 tie and 3 lead changes. Just about what we expected. Hard-nosed COC basketball. Big punches thrown by both groups. The Cats have settled in a little bit. It's getting a little tougher to score the basketball, so some adjustments are going to have to be made. We've had 2 or 3 in and outs from 3, and also we got to continue to fight for those rebounds.
Absolutely. Seats gets the ball into Davis, and Davis is going to come down across the timeline, being guarded by Branscombe. And Seats looks around, gets the ball over to the inside. The inside goes to number 24, and nice job by Asbury of knocking the ball out of Hubble's hands.
What you see Glendale, they're really good at is they'll penetrate and they will spin and not only look for their shot, that time a good dump down, but good defense by Asbury.
They absolutely will. Nice job. And there's a ball that had to be thrown way back out to Richardson. Richardson back over to Seats. Seats at the top of the key, dribbling around, looking for an opening, gets the ball to the inside, and here they come with their motion offense. There's a 3 ball. It's up, and it's no good, and there's a hustle for it, and there's a 3 ball that is up again, and there's a foul. And that's going to be on Branscombe. He holds his hand up like he's proud of that one.
Well, like I said, he knew he was kind of outmanned on that one, didn't give up the 2 points. But again, second and third possessions, really keeping Glendale right there in the ball game. Got to figure out a way to pull down those defensive rebounds.
Nice job by the Wildcats. Zach knocked that ball back out of bounds, and looks like that Ollie had a chance to, before it actually hit out of bounds, to get it back in. 3 minutes and 49 seconds left. Cats up by 3. They get the ball around to number 4, and that was Davis. And it was just a little hook shot that was up and in. 26-25 in favor of the Cats. Branscombe being guarded. That was an air ball that came down. Davis was the one that got the rebound, and he doubles and comes around and scores.
Glendale back on top.
Take the lead, 27-26. Martin with the ball over on the far side. He tries to go around. There's a 3 ball by Branscombe. It's good!
Ooh, what a nice shot.
Wide open, I'll tell you what, when he's wide open, you better look out.
He's 2 for 2 here in the game. We'll look for him to start looking for his shot a little bit. He's feeling it tonight.
29-27 in favor of the Cats. And there's a foul, and that is going to be on Martin, I believe.
I believe so.
Yeah, and the bucket is good. And Rover will go to the line. He gets 2, and he'll try to make it the old-fashioned way.
His athleticism has shown here in the first half for sure.
It has. And the ball will go to the Cats. He missed the free throw, so we've got a tie score. 2 minutes and 52 seconds left in the first period of play. Fisher into Branscombe. Branscombe kind of taking his time, getting across the timeline. Should not be a problem. There it goes across. And he goes to the goal. Does not go in, but he almost comes up with his own rebound. And it's going to be Neosho's ball.
I think they said he jumped from out of bounds to get that offensive rebound.
Yeah,
so back to Glendale.
Yeah, I believe that's right. So the score is 29-29 with 2:40 left in the first half. And Seats brings the ball down across the timeline, being guarded by Asbury. Apparently it went off in Neosho and it's out of bounds. So Glendale will bring it in. Houston back in the ball game for Glendale. He has 2 fouls. Be nice to get another one or 2 on him before halftime. There is a 4-ball wide open and does not go. It's bounced around 2 or 3 times and Glendale comes up with it. Top of the key is Hawkins. Hawkins goes over to Rover. Back to, there's the 3-ball right there, and that is by Davis.
That's another second possession from an offensive rebound. It's really hurt the Cats here this first half.
Cats widening it up a little bit. Plummer in the ball game for Neosho now.
Glendale showing his own.
And they take the ball away from Zach, but there's a jump ball, and it should go. Well, it goes to Glendale.
Very important 2 minutes here. The momentum shifted a little bit to Glendale. Need to get a defensive stop and get the ball back, keep this thing neck and neck going into the locker room.
32-29 in favor of Glendale, and there's 1:40 left. Possession arrow goes to the Cats this time. And Glendale's going to pass the ball around a little bit. Get the ball into Davis. Davis back to Hawkins. Hawkins back over to Houston. Houston trying to make a move. They get the ball back out, and there's number 1, Davis. Boom!
Timeout, Neosho.
And there's a timeout, Neosho. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll be right back. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Welcome back. There's 1 minute and 17 seconds left in the half. Glendale's gone on a little run, and they're up on the Cats right now by a score of 29-35.
Biggest lead of the night for Glendale, who's trailed bigger part of the first half. They've done a good job on the offensive glass, getting second chance possessions, hit a couple threes the last 2 times down. Cats need to finish the half strong.
I'm looking over at Spiva over there. He's got his shoe off, and the trainer's messing with it. I'd say that he's probably done for the night.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. Looks like they're trying to get some ice on it.
Plummer's in the ball game. He gets the ball over to Branscombe. Branscombe gets it back to Plummer. Plummer gets it inside to... There's another 3-ball look for Branscombe, and here it is. Boom! Nice shot. Branscombe with 9 3 balls so far, 51 seconds left. Cats down by 3.
Big shot to counter for the 2 threes that Glendale hit just previously.
35-32. They get the ball over to Rover. Rover gets it inside to Houston. Houston brings it back out to Davis. Davis circles around, gets the ball in. It does not go. And the Cats come up with the ball. Houston comes up with it.
Tough rebound by Houston Branscombe.
Martin's going to go all the way, puts it up, and it does not go. 21 seconds left, plenty of time. Davis is up, and it's good.
Back to a 5-point lead. Last shot for Neosho.
Davis has got 16 so far in the ball game. Plummer gets double teamed, and they take the ball away from him. And and that is going to be the end of the half with the score 39 for Glendale and 32 for Neosho. We'll be right back after this. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Wildcats!
Today's Wildcat game is brought to you by Edgewood Bowling Center of Neosho, Missouri. Located at 2811 Gardner Edgewood Drive, they now have new synthetic lanes for adult and children bowling leagues and a smoke-free environment. They also have a certified pro shop and hosting for private parties. They offer Cosmic Glow Bowling on Fridays and Saturdays after 8 p.m. To learn more about Edgewood Bowling Center and their leagues for adults and children, the phone number is 417-451-4505.
When seconds making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage.
It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself.
1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
See Shelter Agent Josh Meeker in Neosho and get the insurance coverage you need at the right price.
Welcome back to halftime, which is brought to you by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. The score is Glendale Falcons 39, the Neosho Wildcats 32. And the way the scoring looks right now, Houston Branscombe has got 3 balls for 9. Caden Asbury has 6. Martin has 3. Zach Forsythe has 14. For the Glendale Falcons, Seitz has 6. Davis has 16. Rover has 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And Houston has 2, 4, 6. So that's the score at this point. But the real story, I guess, Chris, is rebounds, isn't it?
Yeah, I think if you analyze that first half, the Neosho offense was very efficient, shot the ball very, very well, and really hung into the rebound game what it looks to be 14-10. But of those 14 rebounds in Glendale, several offensive rebounds that led to a couple 3 balls and a putback here and there, probably 10 to 12 second chance points, which you want to be able to cut in half, and that's kind of the difference. And then the last 90 seconds, a bad shot by Neosho led to a quick bucket, and then a turnover late led to another points. So the biggest lead of the night for Glendale, 39-32, but still lots of basketball in a paced game like this. 7 points doesn't seem like very much. It can turn very quickly.
Yeah, it really can. The Cats have done a really, really good job of playing fast and furious. Unfortunately, it looks like, as we said earlier, that Mason Spive is out for certainly the rest of the night. Plummer has been in the ball game off and on quite a little bit, and he's provided a couple of rebounds that we needed. But getting the ball inside to Zach Forsythe, and his 14 points with the soft touch that he's got continues to open up for the guy that actually is getting the looks, and that's Houston Branscombe.
Yeah, he's had 3 good looks and hit all 3 shots, and where we're seeing a concerted effort is they're slowing down Caden Asbury. So we got to find a way to get Caden more involved, getting some more shots in the second half. Continue to get Zach the ball inside, a little bit of inside-outside game. And when the others get their looks, they got to be able to knock them down like Houston did in the first half.
Well, I tell you, the other guy that's kind of a sleeper over there on the other side is Fisher. He shot the ball one time, was off pretty good, but if we can get him open, then he can jump wide open also.
Yeah, he needs to hit a couple shots and got to get a couple shots. So we just got to show a little bit more patience, reverse the basketball, get some penetration and some open threes, and we'll be okay heading down into the third quarter and down the stretch.
All right, this is the halftime show. We'll be right back after this.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Wildcats!
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. State Farm agent Eric Norris and his team are here to help you go for 2 by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call and saves you time and money. So go for the win and score big savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Eric Norris at 417-451-6666 for more information. And go Wildcats!
The Sports Locker, located at 1206 Neosho Boulevard, Neosho, is a proud supporter and supplier of Neosho Wildcat Athletics. Open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday. They carry all the biggest brands, including Under Armour, Nike, and Adidas sports apparel and equipment. Be sure to check out their Facebook page at Sports Locker Team Sales and Specials, or their number is 417-451-9300. Proud supporters of the Neosho Wildcats.
Welcome back. There's about 3 minutes left before we get started with the third quarter of play. But, Chris, we knew going into this that Glendale was a good ball club. They are a solid, tall, athletic ball club, and that makes it that much more important that we be able to use our bodies and block out and get some of those rebounds. They've actually scored several points just on second, third, and fourth pickup.
Yeah, I would guess double digits, probably 12 to 14 points from getting offensive rebound and kicking it out. Davis had 16. He really had a strong second quarter for Glendale. Some of those kick-out threes really were daggers there late. But 7-point lead is not unsurmountable against a team like Glendale. We just got to make sure that we sit down and play solid defense. We started just giving them 1 shot instead of 2. We can get some defensive stops, and we've shown that we can be efficient on the offensive end, either dumping it into Forsythe or getting some quality threes.
Well, we're doing a really, really good job of getting the ball inside to Forsythe, and he missed that last one there towards the end of the half, but that was probably the first one that he's actually missed like that, and the more that we can do that, the more balanced that we are like that gives us more open 3 shots, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I think the absolute key to this half is we need Jaden Fisher to get a couple good quality looks so he can shoot a couple threes to spread that defense out, because they're going to be pinpointing some. They're going to keep playing Zach, I think, one-on-one inside with their bodies that they have. But they are making sure Caden Asbury doesn't get going. Now they know Houston's on the radar with 3 threes, so we got to have that third person step up, which is Jaden Fisher. And then Ollie Martin needs to continue to play that high-low with Zach and make some layups and try to get to the free throw line.
Yeah, as far as fouls are concerned, Houston for them has got 2 fouls, and I believe Hable's got two fouls. So other than that, there's nobody real in foul trouble for the Wildcats.
No, not at all. 1 foul for Houston Branscombe, 1 for Asbury, and 1 for Martin, and that is it. So there's no issues with fouls going into the third quarter. Just need to come out, and Neosho gets the ball first. Need to have a quality possession, get a stop. This is one of those times where the first 3 minutes of the second half is going to be super important. Kind of dig this back up into one possession, and then it'll be anybody's game down the stretch.
Yeah, I think it really will. And like you said, 7 points that one way or the other. Even if we're up on them 7 points, that doesn't mean the ball game's over.
That's exactly right. This has been a high-paced game, and 2 quality teams that know how to put the ball in the basket.
Yeah, I'd say before it's over with, these are 2 teams that are going to be highly ranked in the COC.
Yeah, they're going to be a battle every game against teams. The COC is very balanced this year. I think you look at Kickapoo and Nixa at the top, and then you got the rest. And on any given night on anybody's court, you got to come bring your A game to get the COC wins.
They really do. Okay, for the Cats, it is going to be Fisher, Branscombe, Asbury, Forsyth, and Martin. And we just keep looking over at Mason Spiva, and he's sitting there with ice on his ankle.
He's
now.
kicked back for the rest of the night.
Yeah. Trying to get that ankle elevated and ensure there's some swelling. And it's an unfortunate play when you're fighting in a game and you want to be out there, and then your body, kind of lets up and your ankle goes out. So we hope it's not too severe and we can get him back on the court soon.
Well, here we go, and Fisher gets the ball into Branscombe. Branscombe coming across the timeline up the top, being guarded by Rover. Gets the ball over to Asbury. Asbury back to Martin. Martin tries to step around, and there's going to be a foul, and that's going to be on number 22, and that's his third.
Yeah, they came out in that 1-2-2, and Oliver just gave him a little pump fake and got on his knee, and he kind of hip-checked him a little bit, and he's going to have to come out after the first possession.
Now the Cats are going to bring the ball in over there by the scoreboard. Fisher gets it in to Asbury. Asbury over to Branscombe. Martin is playing in that high post. There's a 3-ball, and that's good.
That was even deeper, but Branscombe now 4 for 4 from three-point arc.
I think that was probably over close to Granby city limits when he shot that one. 35-39 in favor of Glendale. And there's a 3-ball by Davis that does not go. Martin comes up with the rebound.
Let's go.
And there's another foul, looks like. And that is going to be on number 4. Or 5. That's his first one, yeah. But that's their second team foul.
So good start hitting a 3 and getting a stop and securing a defensive rebound.
Yeah, they get the ball in, and there's Fisher for 3. Go! That's what we talked about earlier.
Good inside out. Zach, nice pass. He saw the double team, found Fisher wide open in the corner.
Just like that, the Cats are down by 1. Try to get the ball inside. They bring the ball back out. Here's a shot by Davis, and it's good. Or Seats, I'm sorry.
Good cut by Seats, and he drove right in and was able to put it in for 2.
There's Fisher, and there's Martin over on the far line. Martin brings it back out. Asbury had a chance for a 3. He puts it up, and it goes.
Bam!
So the Cats, just like that, are ahead.
Way to go. Way to go.
McTigg says, I don't like this. 41-41, 6:32 left. We want to thank some of our sponsors. We want to thank State Farm agent Eric Norris. We want to thank First Free Will Baptist Church, Family Market, Josh Dodson, he is our Farm Bureau agent. Affordable Propane, Show Me Realty. Edgewood Bowl, Chapman Sawmill, and Hardwoods. And we'll be ready to come right back out. But the Cats, just like that, being down by 7, and there is 6 minutes and some change left, and we're tied up 41-41.
That's
6:32 left.
Third tie of the ball game, and we said there was a lot of game left, but there you go. 3 possessions, 9 points, giving up 2, you tie it back up. Strong start to the second half for Neosho.
It really is. It's a great, great start for the Cats. Number 1 Seats with the ball up at the top of the key for Glendale. Rover playing the inside. He comes up. It does not go. Branscombe comes down with the rebound. It's what the Cats have got to do, exactly that. And there's a foul, and that's going to be on Rover. That may be his second or third.
We'll see.
I believe it will be his.
I have that down as his first. It is.
Yes, they
his
do.
first.
They have it down as his. My goodness.
He's very active, and you would think he's probably had more contact, but
yeah,
he's around the ball a lot, and that is just his first. But 3 team fouls already. We might see the Cats getting the bonus this quarter.
Yeah, very easily could. There's another 3 ball by Branscombe, and that one's good. Holy cow! Branscombe again, and the Cats are up 44-41. We'll see how long Glendale's going to allow that to go on. Nice job by Forsythe that time defensively, not allowing that put up on the baseline. And there's a shot in by Davis.
He's had a great game tonight. That's
18 for
points.
him, yeah. Branscombe looking over. Fisher looking over. There's Branscombe again for 3. Boom! Holy cow! So Branscombe now has 6 threes, and timeout is called again. Cats are up by a score of 47-43, and this is a 30 seconds timeout, so we'll continue to thank some of our sponsors. Tally Tire, the law offices of Wood and Peterson, Newmac Electric, Sports Locker in Neosho, KOD EKS in Zach's Car Wash, McKay Roofing, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, the YMCA Christian Healthcare Ministry, CareNet Pregnancy Center, Banner Baptist Church, or Banner Church of the Nazarene, Access Family Care, 4-State Printing, and Josh Meager, he is your shelter insurance agent. So the Cats have done exactly what we talked about doing. We've spread the 3 ball around. We've gotten the ball into Forsythe just enough to allow them not to cheat on us, haven't we?
Well, and Houston spread the floor, and when you are on a heater, it is a great feeling because that basket looks about like a peach basket, and that's where Branscombe is right now.
Well, there's a block. And the ball goes back up, and there's a foul.
Good block by Forsythe, but then
Luke Roberts
Davis
into the ball game.
So Davis got 2 offensive rebounds and going to the line. He's been the thorn in our side tonight. He's been the one that's been hard to contain.
He sure has. And here's his first one. It is up, and it hits the top of the rim, front of the rim, and comes back. So the Cats still 47-43, 5:02 left in the third period of play. Here's the next one. It's up and good.
So when you go on a run like this where the 3 balls are going, you ride that train as long as you can, but you got to still be disciplined enough to stay within the scheme of what you're trying to do.
Yeah, you really do. And that's what I said. The nice part of it. Branscombe tries for a little floater. It does not go, and it is going to bounce off, and Neosho and Glendale's going to have the ball.
So still in good shape, up 3 after being down 7, so it's been a great quarter. Now it's time, I think, this back half of the quarter to get the ball into Forsythe now that the floor is going to be more spread.
Yeah, most definitely. Teets for the ball. He tries to get on the inside, does not do it. Gets the ball, and Oliver Martin takes it away and throws the ball.
Back-to-back turnovers. He had great steal, and then he tried to throw a baseball pass. Asbury was up ahead. It just overshot him.
Yeah, and certainly did. I'm not sure if it had been Forsythe, he could have caught that ball. 4:29 left. Cats up by the score in the third quarter. Cats up by a score of 47-44. And Teets over to number 12, and that's Hawkins. Hawkins back, and there's a 3 ball by Davis.
Just gave him too much room, and he's a dual threat. If you get up too much on him, he can penetrate well, and that time he gave him a little bit, and he was able to knock it down.
Yeah, 7-7. They get the ball into Forsythe. Back out to Fisher. Fisher does not go. Forsythe comes up with the rebound, and he's fouled.
Zach's been really active on the board, and that's on.
That is the 4th team foul with 3:57 left. They get the ball into Zach. Oh, and here comes Teet. And it goes up, and it's good, but Branscombe's going to be called for the foul. So Teet picks up 2. And 49-47 in favor of Glendale.
So another lead change. That's now 5 lead changes in the game.
Seats, that one's up, and it's not good. And there's a foul, though, and that is going to take Asbury to the line because that'll be number 5.
That's Davis. It's his second. 3:48 left in the quarter going to the line. That's a big advantage for Neosho.
It is a
to get some points
huge,
and free throws.
advantage. Asbury steps up to the line, dribbles the ball, takes a deep breath. There's the first one. It's up, and it's off the front of the rim. No good.
Just got to take a big breath, knock this one down, and get it back within 1 point.
That's exactly right. 3:48 left in the third period of play, and there's the second one. It's up and good.
So back to a 1 point lead. Got to get some defensive rebounds, set down, play good, solid defense.
Yeah, there's Davis from over in the far corner. It does not go in, and Branscombe comes up with a rebound. Gets the ball over to Asbury in the far corner. Asbury looks like he wants to go for the 3 ball, but there's 2 guys on him. Fisher all the way over back to Branscombe at the top of the key.
Glendale's made some adjustments as well on Branscombe now with Rover guarding him, who's 6'4".
And there's Asbury, and that's up, and it's not good, but there's a foul, and that's going to be on Branscombe, so that'll be his third.
Right idea, just didn't get his hand on the ball. That is his third personal, team foul number 3.
Hawkins is out, and Houston is back in. Probably don't need for him to foul out the way he's shooting the 3 ball right now. Oh. No. And that was number 1. That was Seats picked up that on the side, and it is now 51-48 in favor of Glendale. Over to Fisher at the top of the key, back to Asbury. Asbury's being double manned, and there's the ball goes into Oliver Martin, and he does not get fouled, but he throws the ball away.
Just got caught up in the air, nowhere to go.
Yeah. And Davis picks up another 2. 2:24 left, 48-53.
These are one of those runs that we were talking about that you got to avoid, need to answer.
There's a 3 ball that does not go in, but Zach gets the rebound, and there's a foul, and it was not going to count it.
That is the second team foul on Rover, or second personal. Forsyth will get 2 free throws with the bonus.
There's the first one, and it rolls over and does not go in. Yeah, that's a couple of free throws we've let get away from us. 48-53, but once again, the Cats spoiled a 7-point deficit coming out of the half in just about 3 plays. That next one is up and good.
Important 2 minutes here. Need to get some stops.
49-53 in favor of Glendale. And here comes Seats across the top of the timeline, being guarded by Fisher. Fisher gets the ball over. You get the ball to Rover. Rover tries to put it up, does not go. And there's a 1 block. And there's, well, Houston gets it the second time. Nice block by Zach, but it comes right back into Houston's hands. Asbury at the top of the key over to Martin. Martin's going to go in, gets the ball, and he steps out of bounds. Cats just need to settle down just a little bit. They're down by 6, 1:33 left in the third period of play. Seats comes down across the timeline for Glendale. It's over in this side on the elbow. Goes back to the top of the key. Dribbles around a little bit, and he is fouled, and it's going to be on Forsyth.
Well, they called on Jaden Fisher on the
they
drive.
did. They called it on Fisher, yeah.
That is team foul 4, so it's still not in the bonus.
Well, it was a nice play that time by Davis. Thought that was up and in, did not get the finger roll. Forsyth jumped up and slapped the ball out of bounds, so they'll bring it in under their own basket. Get the ball into Rover. Rover comes around, and he tries to put it up, and it doesn't go.
And that's going to be the fourth on Houston Branscombe and fifth team foul. He was trying,
and he'll go to the line and shoot. Plummer will come in.
That foul will send Glendale's number 22, Markel Houston, to the line, shooting 2.
So a discussion, making sure the fouls are situated. Both teams in the bonus, the final 109. Houston will be shooting 2 with Glendale up 6.
Yeah, he dribbles a little bit, looks down, and there's the first one. It is up, and it's good.
So that now matches the biggest lead of the night for Glendale, which was at halftime. So a really wide swings here in the third quarter. Glendale's battled back after the barrage of Neosho in that first 4 minutes.
9 points for Houston in the ball game. This one is up, and it's good too. So Plummer into the ball game in place of Branscombe, who has 4 fouls. Minute 8 left in the third period of play. Cats need to get it and score really good. And the ball is taken away just that fast. And it does not go in. Asbury comes down with it, and that's going to be a foul. And Asbury will go to the line and shoot 2, but that's on Rover, I believe.
That's a huge break after a missed
that's
layup.
A third one. Yeah.
And that is his third. We'll go to the other end shooting 2, so that could be a 4-point swing. And that's a missed layup, and then he turn around and foul. Coach Peg from Glendale cannot be happy with that play.
No, not at all. Not at all, but we certainly need Asbury to make both of these right here. Looks it over, takes a big deep breath. There's the first one. It's up and good.
Nice shot. Yeah, much better rhythm on that free throw.
50-57 in favor of Glendale. 51.4 seconds left in the third period of play. Both teams in the penalty situation. Cats need to take advantage right here. There's the second one, and it's
there
good.
We go. So 51 seconds to get one more stop, try to cut back into this lead. Need to sit down and keep them out of the lane.
A nice job by Asbury. Getting the ball into Martin. Martin going to the hole, and he's fouled.
Hope out of bounds, knocked loose. It'll remain Neosho ball. 26 seconds left.
Well, I thought that was a foul. Maybe it was not, just out of bounds. You get the ball into Martin. Martin over to Asbury, trying to set up a 3-ball shot. Maybe this is Fisher's time.
Glendale showing zone.
There's a 3-ball, and it does not go, but coming up with a rebound. 23. Roberts. That does not go. So at the end of the third period of play, Neosho Wildcats 51 and Glendale 59. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be right back after this.
This is Pastor Barry Reel from the First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho. Though our culture seems to be rejecting the idea of truth, we remain committed to obeying God's Word by speaking the truth in love. We would love to share God's truth and love with you. We're located at 960 Burr Crossing Road in Neosho, and we meet on Sunday mornings at 10:45 a.m. and then again on Sunday and Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Find us on Facebook at First Free Will Baptist Neosho or call 918-413-5465.
Family Market, located at 201 North Neosho Boulevard, is your friendly hometown grocery store with delicious deli and the best selection of fresh meats and beautiful produce. Family Market can also take care of all your catering needs. Whether your upcoming event is big or small, Family Market can handle it all. Call 451-0057. That's 451-0057. Check out the Family Market Facebook page for weekly.
And welcome back. We're about ready for the fourth quarter. Cats down by 8. Chris, let's see if we can get some more magic like we did at the beginning of the third quarter. We were down by 7 and came out ahead shortly thereafter.
Yeah, just need a little run to get back into this. Possessions aren't very long in this game. It's been a high-paced game. Again, just those second chances for Glendale's been the difference, and a couple problems late in each of the second and third quarters allowed Glendale to spread this out to 8.
Yeah, they really have. So Glendale gets the ball, and bringing the ball across is Davis. Davis over to Rover. Rover being guarded by Asbury. Asbury back in, and there Davis looks like he's going to shoot the 4-ball and tries to get the ball back out. Houston over on this side. Gets the ball over to Seats. Seats over to Davis. Davis back around. This is their motion offense. And nice job by Martin to try to stop it, but that leaves the 3-ball open, and Davis punishes us. 62-51 in favor of Glendale.
When he gets his feet set, it is money, and he has really done some damage tonight.
Yeah. Houston Branscombe back in the ball game. The Cats almost had an over and back. I don't believe it would have quite been that, to be honest with you, because they had touched the ball. But Branscombe's got the ball back at the top of the key, gets it over to Forsythe. Forsythe loses the ball in the exchange, and that's going to be a foul, but it's going to be to the line and shoot 2.
Oliver Martin's going to pick that one up. Might call this one down on the ground before the shot.
Yeah, it was.
And that is on Oliver Martin, his second, team's first. Bringing Plummer back in for Neosho, and he's going to give Zach Forsythe. So here's that 5-guard look.
Right.
Haven's going to have his hands full. He's going to be guarding Houston. He's going to have to really be physical.
Yep. And Plummer comes down with the rebound.
There you go.
Branscombe at the top of the key. Looks like he's going to spin around, and he tries to go up, but no. And it's going to go out to Glendale. Number 23, Luke Roberts, was in there on the defense on that ball. And here comes Glendale. And they're just going to play the give-and-go motion offense, and there's a foul, and that's an offensive foul, and that is going to be number 4 on Rover.
Yeah, he lowered his shoulder. Great job by Asbury to stay in front. So we'll see if Rover stays in the game. Looks like he's going to remain playing with 4, but good defense by Asbury.
Yeah, it was. It was a great, great job by Asbury. And here come the Cats.
Just need to settle in, get a good quality shot each time down the floor.
Coach Culp is shouting commands over there on the other side. And Branscombe out here almost to the center of the court. Gets the ball over to Asbury. Asbury shoots the 3, does not even come close to going. And it gets over to Plummer, and he scores. Nice rebound that time by Jaden Fisher. And there's timeout for the Wildcats, and it's going to be a full timeout. We'll be right back after this.
Today's Wildcat game is brought to you by Edgewood Bowling Center of Neosho, Missouri. Located at 2811 Gardner Edgewood Drive, they now have new synthetic lanes for adult and children bowling leagues and a smoke-free environment. They also have a certified pro shop and hosting for private parties. They offer Cosmic Glow Bowling on Fridays and Saturdays after 8 p.m. To learn more about Edgewood Bowling Center and their leagues for adults and children, the phone number is 417-451-4505.
Forbes asked, and the people answered. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance is one of America's best insurance companies. Forbes recognizes what our customers have known for generations. We are committed to protecting families and the lives they built. For auto, home, life, and business protection, call Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Welcome back. We're just getting ready to come out of a timeout. There's 6 minutes and 1 second left. Cats are down by 9. We've done a pretty good job of denying Glendale the last little bit and gone down and scored a couple of times, but we're going to have to hurry and claw back into this ball game. Seats comes across the timeline for Glendale, and he's standing at the top of the key. They get the ball into Roberts. Roberts is up and good.
Just the size of Glendale has been difficult to match up with. That time he just bullied his way up to the rim for two.
Yeah, he did. Branscombe looks like he's going to go in for the three, then he comes back out. There's the three for Fisher, and it does not go. Rolls around and comes back out.
Tough shooting break.
Yeah, it really was. Teets is the only one that is down on this end, and he crosses the timeline for Glendale. Everybody else is in place, and there's their motion offense. They get the ball inside to, and there's a foul, and that's going to be on Asbury, it looks like. They got the ball into Houston, but he couldn't make it go.
We talked a little bit at halftime and then on the broadcast, but we talked among ourselves. Fatigue set in a little bit in the first half. Starting to see just a little bit of that here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we really are. Forsythe back in the ball game for the Cats. Plummer out. Plummer will be needed a little bit later on should something happen and Branscombe foul out. And there was a Forsythe comes up with a rebound, and here come the Cats. Branscombe over on the far side. Trying to get the ball in, he does to Fisher. Fisher over to Asbury. And this is a good opportunity for us to get the ball into Zach. And they've taken away just that fast. Number 23 was Roberts, and he was there. 4:30 left in the ball game. Cats down by 11. Glendale with a lot of energy and playing really, really hard. That motion offense is working very well for them. Houston comes all the way out to the top, as does Forsythe, and there's a foul.
Turnover.
A turnover, yes it is.
Dribbled it off his leg. Good defense by the Cats. 4 minutes, got to get this back into single digits.
Yeah, we've got to go. And here we come. 3 balls gone dead for the Cats in the last little bit. That's made a world of difference. Branscombe being double teamed. They get the ball over to Martin. Martin gets it into a little bit too hard a pass, and it rolls through Forsythe's legs.
It's been a rough start of the fourth quarter. Just one bucket for Neosho in the last 4 minutes.
Yeah, 3:41 left in the ball game, and the Cats down by 11. I'm not going to let Davis shoot the 3 ball. He gets it back out to Fisher at the top and over to Roberts here at the top of the key. Seats has the ball. He's trying to keep Fisher away from him. Fisher keeps standing in there. They get the ball into Houston, and it's good.
Biggest lead of the night at 13 for Glendale.
It's going to be Neosho's ball. I think Glendale's smelling it at this point.
Yeah, the momentum's on their side. It's been a rough start of this fourth quarter. It's hard to get quality shots right now against Glendale.
It really has. Martin had a chance to shoot the 3 ball, and they got it back. And there's the ball from Branscombe, and it does not go. Forsythe in for the rebound, and it does not go, and there's a foul. And that's going to be on Forsythe, I'm afraid. Plummer into the ball game, and Fisher out for a rest.
You know, when you play a team like Glendale that's so athletic, you exert so much energy every possession.
Yeah,
and it wears on you into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it really does. And Glendale knows that. Here they come. Davis comes across the timeline, gets the ball over to Seats. Seats back over to Davis. Davis all the way through the middle. And Seats comes up the lane and does not take the shot.
Yep, that's going to be 3 in the lane or a timeout. Timeout, Glendale.
It looks like it is going to be a timeout, and we'll take a timeout with them. We will be right back after this.
Hi, I'm propane at Neosho. From setting tanks to refilling them, we offer a
just kind of wore us down.
Yeah.
We serve Neosho.
And you can tell it.
Yeah.
It shows really.
Yeah.
It really shows right now.
Give us a call today, 417-437-8927. Thank you.
The Freeman Family YMCA is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Serving the four-state area, the Freeman Family Y believes in putting Christian principles into practice through programs, building a healthy spirit, mind, and body. With 2 locations to serve the area in Grove, Oklahoma, and Neosho, the Freeman Family Y open 5:30 to 9 Monday through Saturday, 1 to 5 on Sunday. For more information, you can go online to ymcaswmo.org or call us at 417-455-9999.
Biggest lead of the ball game. Cats are down by 13. There's 3 minutes and some change. 2 minutes and 41 seconds left in the ball game. And Glendale is going to bring the ball in underneath their own basket. Cats have got 3 fouls and Glendale has got 1. Glendale's trying to get the ball in almost close to a time. Asbury is fouled. And then Asbury fouls in. Rover that's the 4th foul. That is the 3rd for Asbury. And Glendale throw the ball in from their side with 2:39 left. Cats are doing everything they can to get the ball in. They get the ball to Houston. Houston is going to throw it out of bounds, and the Cats will get the ball. Fisher back in the ball game for the Cats. And Plummer will go out, and I think we'll probably see this off and on every time the Cats get a chance to get the ball.
Offense for defense, get another 3-point shooter on the floor.
That's exactly right. Branscombe trying to get the ball inside, and the Cats are, I'm not sure who won that scrum. And then Branscombe's done.
Yep, that's 5 on Houston Branscombe as the loose ball got down to Houston, who put it in and was fouled. And that will be Houston's 5th personal foul. So Plummer will come in for him, and Cohen DePoe in for Neosho, checks in for Oliver Martin.
Houston goes to the line. He'll try to get the 3 the old-fashioned way. And it's up and good. 2:15 left in the ball game, and the Cats are down. They've got to shoot a 3 ball. They've got to get in there somewhere, and not that way. What a move by Rover that time to pick up a couple more. And there's a long 3 ball. DePoe comes up with the rebound, and he puts it in for 2.
Good offensive rebound by Cohen. Good for him putting in a second chance point. Quick timeout.
A minute 52 left in the ball game, and the Cats are down by a score of 55-71. And we will just hang on to it right here. We'll thank some more of our sponsors. We'll thank McKay Roofing, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, the Neosho YMCA, Christian Healthcare Ministry, ProNet, CareNet Pregnancy Center, Banner Church of the Nazarene, Access Family Care, Four State Printing, Josh Maker, he is your shelter insurance agent, and the Big Nickel.
Well, you can certainly see, John, why Glendale averages 80 points a game. They play at a good pace. They've got 3 or 4 scorers on the floor at all times. Good size. Really a tough matchup.
Yeah, they really are, and the Cats are going to have to do something really special to pull this one out. And they are already in the penalty, so I bet you we're going to see what free throw shooting looks like. And they get the ball to Rover. Rover with a hero step, and it's in. And throw the ball away. And a minute 34 left in the ball game. Cats are just kind of throwing their hands up in the air at this point. This will be their first COC loss, and there's a foul, and that's going to be on Plummer. And Seats will go to the line, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, it shows we're getting frustrated. They're playing exactly like that, like we're frustrated. So,
yeah,
I mean,
very much so. So Seats at the free throw line. The first one is up, and it's good. 74-55 in favor of Glendale. Second one's up, and it's good too.
So although this is going to be an extended lead, it is not that type of game. The Wildcats hung in there a good long time.
Yes.
Really exerted a lot of energy coming out of the locker room. I think they just ran out of gas late, and Glendale put their foot on the pedal.
I think they did too. That's going to be a foul on Roberts. And that's the second team foul for Glendale. Cats get it into Zach. Zach goes up, and he's going to put it up, and it does not go. Fisher comes up with a rebound. There's a 3-ball, and it's good. And Neosho calls timeout again, 58-75. And this will be a full timeout. We'll be right back after this.
Want to know what your home is worth? Stop by to get a free competitive market analysis with Show Me Real Estate of Neosho. They're proud to serve the Neosho area and will stay with you every step of the way, whether you're buying or selling. A family-owned business for over 25 years, Show Me Real Estate of Neosho. 417-451-1700 or by email at gkitchen.showmerealestate@gmail.com. Home of the Happy Campers.
Today's event is being supported by Banner Church of the Nazarene, located at 597 North Fork Road between Anderson and Goodman. Banner Church of the Nazarene services are Sunday school at 9:30 and family worship at 10:30. Check out their special Sunday night youth fellowship. Wednesday services begin at 7, offering adult Bible study, ladies Bible study, youth and children's services. Contact them at bannerchurch.com, 417-364-7461, or dennis@bannerchurch.com.
Well, welcome back. The Cats call timeout again. A minute 10 left, and the score is 58-75, so we'll just hang on to it. We want to thank Chapman Sawmill and Hardwood Lumber. We want to thank Tally Tire. We want to thank the Sports Locker, and we want to thank Banner Nazarene Church, as well as For State Printing and Access. We'll be right back.
Access Family Care serves all of your health care needs, from behavioral health to dental services to primary medical needs. AccessFamilyCare.org. Women's health, OBGYN services. AccessFamilyCare.org, with locations across Southwest Missouri. AccessFamilyCare.org. Quality, convenient health care. Access Family Care medical and dental clinics. Building relationships, providing great care.
And welcome back. While we were away, the Cats got the ball. They from Glendale threw it out of bounds, and the Cats have got it. DePoe back into the ball game, and Plummer back out. Give Cohen a chance to maybe hit a 3-ball or 2. Fisher over to Asbury. Asbury over to Martin. Martin back to Asbury. Asbury shoots the 3-ball, and it does not go.
It's fouled.
But that's going to be a foul, and he'll shoot 3.
That's on Davis. That's his third. So a 17-point lead, 3 free throws, cut this thing down to 14. You might say, it's too much to overcome, but
yeah, we've got
keep playing.
We've got some Cats getting ready to come into the ball game for the last little bit. First one is up and no good. And that looks like we've got 4 maybe getting ready to come in.
Yep.
Sexton's coming in. Southern is coming in. The second one is up and good. And
checking in for the Wildcats, number 11, Wyatt Sexton. Number 20, Abram Rogers.
Abram Rogers is coming in, and we will wait for Holden to come in. He'll come in after Asbury shoots his. This one is up, and it's good. 60-75, 57 seconds left in favor of, and Glendale is going to have some ball players come in. It's number 30, Alex Craig. And number 12 is going to come back in. That is Zach Hawkins. Would have been a great ball game for the Cats to win tonight. We've got a pretty good crowd before this is over with. But our next ball game will be on February the 3rd. Ozark will come to town. They'll play the boys game and a girls game. Ozark is in our conference as well, not only with our conference, but also district play. So Robert shoots the 3 ball. It does not go. And it is going to be a foul, and it's going to be on number 20. That's Abram Rogers.
So that'll be Chatley Hable going to the line, shooting 2. 15th foul puts the Falcons in the bonus.
Abel has not got any score yet tonight. This will be an opportunity for him to get on. There's the first one. It's up and no, it's off the front of the rim, and it's no good. There's his second one, and it's almost an air ball. Robert. Rogers came up with it, and there is a 3 ball by the freshman for the Wildcats, and that is Chapman Southern. It does not go. 14 seconds left, and they'll just
get after it.
Put the ball out. So
get after it.
Everybody will stay out of the way, and we'll just finish. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and that's the ball game. It was a tough second half for Neosho. Certainly had some opportunities, but when the 3 ball stopped and Branscombe fouled out, that didn't help matters any. Final score, Neosho 60, Glendale Falcons 75. We'll be right back after this.
Today's event is being supported by Banner Church of the Nazarene, located at 597 North Fork Road between Anderson and Goodman. Banner Church of the Nazarene services are Sunday school at 9:30 and family worship at 10:30. Check out their special Sunday night youth fellowship. Wednesday services begin at 7, offering adult Bible study, ladies Bible study, youth and children's services. Contact them at bannerchurch.com, 417-364-7461, or dennis@bannerchurch.com.
Access Family Care serves all of your health care needs, from behavioral health to dental services to primary medical needs. AccessFamilyCare.org. Women's health, OBGYN services. AccessFamilyCare.org, with locations across Southwest Missouri. AccessFamilyCare.org. Quality, convenient health care. Access Family Care medical and dental clinics. Building relationships, providing great care.
You found it. The ultimate car wash. The one that leaves your vehicle looking brand new every single time. Do we have a prep team that pre-washes? You bet. Over 300 ports applying soap to your vehicle? Yes, sir. 40 high-pressure nozzles providing over 2,500 psi of pressure? Who wouldn't? Buff and dry features that dry your car along with combined 100 horsepower blowers? Try 150. Be careful, we might just blow you away.
Healthcare doesn't have to be complicated. At the Free Market Physician in Neosho, you pay just one affordable monthly fee, and that covers all the checkups and routine care you need. No insurance hassles, no surprise bills, just unlimited access to your doctor when you need them. Whether it's a quick visit, telemedicine, or ongoing care, you're covered. Find out how simple healthcare can be. Call 417-312-9499 or visit freemarketphysicians.com. That's 417-312-9499.
Well, it was a tough night for the Cats all the way around. This ball game finished up 60-75, and here's what the scoring looked like. Houston Branscombe had 18 points. Jaden Fisher had 6. Caden Asbury had 12. Oliver Martin had 3. Zach Forsythe had 15. But for the Glendale Falcons, Seats number 1 had 14 points. Davis, who was the Wildcat killer, had 27. Jalen Rover had 16. Houston ended up with 15. And Roberts had 4. What does it look like as far as rebounds are concerned?
Well, for the Wildcats, they were led with Zach Forsythe with 7 rebounds. Oliver Martin 4. Asbury with 3. Fisher 2 and Branscombe 4. Mason Spiva had a couple rebounds before he was left injured. And for Glendale, Markel Houston had 8 rebounds, and Elijah Davis had 7 rebounds to go along with his 27 points. At the end of the game, looked like fatigue hit us in the fourth quarter, and our legs kind of went away from us. Glendale made some adjustments defensively and was able to pull away at the end. But a good effort against a good team, and we got to bounce back against Ozark next week.
Well, we absolutely do, and we'll be playing Ozark. We'll be playing the girls. Will be playing on Monday night, the 2nd. They have to travel to Kickapoo before that, and then the boys will be playing on the 3rd. We're going to take another time out. We'll wait and see if Coach is going to come up. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
The Sports Locker, located at 1206 Neosho Boulevard, Neosho, is a proud supporter and supplier of Neosho Wildcat Athletics. Open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday. They carry all the biggest brands, including Under Armour, Nike, and Adidas sports apparel and equipment. Be sure to check out their Facebook page at Sports Locker Team Sales and Specials, or their number is 417-451-9300. Proud supporters of the Neosho Wildcats.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
At Harvest Bank in Neosho, we believe in the power of serving others, from small business to agriculture. Whether you're looking for someone to help manage your mortgage or an expert in wealth management, we got you covered. You deserve a financial partner who cares and can help you reach your financial goals. Harvest Bank, proud to call Neosho home.
Well, Cats now go to 13-4. Glendale will go to 10-5. They are 3-2 in the COC, and the Cats now are 2-1, and looks like that Coach is making his way up. But what do you say about a ball game like this, Chris?
Well, you build on the positives and you try to work on what areas that you need to, but at this time of the season, you just got to regroup. We had a couple stretches. We talked in the pregame. A couple 9-0 runs would hurt you in this game. It'd be hard to come back from, and that's really what happened. But fatigue, not having Mason to give some minutes really hurt. So you just got to regroup. Hopefully he's not injured too bad. Just get your scouting report and be ready to play Ozark when you get here next week.
All right, and we have Coach Zane Culp with us. Coach, first, what about Spiva?
I don't know much yet. We're just going to have to wait and see. It's just a sprained ankle, so we'll find out more tomorrow.
Thought the Cats played well, and we thought this was just a big team, big athletic ball club, isn't it?
Yeah, they're one of the best teams in the area. I mean, I think they'll be top contenders for the COC East. You know, after a couple other teams, they'll be right there in the hunt. So, you know, it was good to see us battle. We shot the ball really well, and that kind of held us in the game. I thought we did, even though he hit some tough shots, I think we did a pretty good job on Rover, and some other guys hit some threes, and just some offensive rebounds and some untimely not getting the ball when we need it, and some very untimely turnovers just kind of bit us, and that'll happen against a good team.
Yeah, it will, but we came back the second half. In the first half, they really got 2 and 3 and 4 chances getting the ball back, but in the second half, I thought we did a better job.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to see. It just felt like every time we didn't get one, you know, they made us pay. But we probably was a little better in the second half, now that you say that, but probably had more turnovers in the second half. So just kind of, but, you know, they did some different things defensively, which is a testament to our guys running our sets and hitting shots where we were getting shots we wanted. So they had to mix it up, and I thought we did a good job against their trapping zone, and then they had to adjust again to a different defense. So that's, you know, offensively I thought we did a good things other than some turnovers.
Well, we did, and we gave some guys some really, really nice 3-ball looks, didn't we?
Yeah, we hit several shots. Houston got really hot there, but we also ran some sets for some really nice threes as well. So it was just good to see the guys making shots. I thought Zach did really well tonight on inside. So
I thought he did too. He had a struggle against a really, really big, tough guy, and it didn't seem to faze him a bit.
No, he did a great job. He's playing really well.
All right. Well, Ozark is next week. What do you know about them?
We got Kickapoo Friday, so that'll be the forefront of our mind, and we'll just take care of them, and then go battle them, and then we'll turn our focus to Kickapoo. Other than I just know they're all really good. So just next day.
Well, we're really good too, though. Yeah. So we get the opportunity, and the ball will roll the right way for us.
Yes, sir. So,
all right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming up. All right. So you've heard it. That is the final score. The Neosho Wildcats go to 3-4, and I think he was right. I think this is going to be one of the contenders for the COC East, don't you?
Yeah, they're capable. You know, if you can score 80 points a game, you can hang with anybody if you get rolling. And if Davis plays the way he did tonight, he gives a true scoring threat against anybody in the COC. You know, we're in the teeth of it right now. We just got to stay positive and keep competing and get wins when you can. When you're playing in the COC, every night's like this. So you got to be able to play 4 quarters of quality basketball.
Well, it really is. Like Coach said, they'll go to Kickapoo next week, and then we'll come back home and we'll play Ozark. Great opportunity for you to come out and support the Neosho Wildcats. We'll have the girls on Monday night, and then we'll have the boys on Tuesday night. So thank you for being with us. Once again, we played this ball game a little bit early in the day because it was a nice job by, I thought, both administrations to try to get the ball game in so we didn't have so many games coming. But I have a feeling as we get closer and closer to March that we're going to see some more ball games like this in some really odd times.
Yeah, very well could. We're getting to the meat of the winter season, so anytime you get a ball game in, you're happy with it. And put this one in the books and just turn the page for Kickapoo on Friday.
You bet. That's exactly what we'll do. So, for Chris, John, and Matt, till we see you the next time, go Cats!
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.